trapped in the wormhole, and he just emerges, and he's like, "Thanks, Cisco. I'll take it from here. I'm the prophet."
Prophet of stars.
For the Bajoran, so he's like, all right, whatever. And so like he's like I can't believe how like liberal people are with things. He's like, don't you remember we used to have like if your last name was this, like you were a shoe cobbler, that's it, that's all you could do. Like you weren't meant to be like a soldier or a lieutenant. Like you should be making
Life wasn't
shoes.
so egalitarian back then, buddy.
Yeah. But then like that's what happens, and they are like, I'm watching, I'm like, oh shit, this is like the caste system. I'm like, I get it.
I get it. These people have a hierarchy, a social
Exactly,
hierarchy.
yeah, and it's just the way of things. It's best not to upset the balance.
Do you really believe that?
No, absolutely fucking not.
I believe that.
That's why I like Napoleon a lot.
I believe that in some things, like not with like the economy. I believe in like hierarchy for something like, I don't know, like a martial arts school. Like I do believe there should be like probably some kind of ranking system.
Yeah, but that's based on actual like skill and talent and stuff. Like,
So you're saying you agree with like a hierarchy as long as it's applied to like a meritocracy?
well, when you just described in terms of or whatever, like
It's a meritocracy.
yeah,
You get
but
judged based on-
everyone agrees to this hierarchy, correct? And
Yeah,
you can advance
well-
through it regardless.
Well, everyone could agree on either like say a meritocracy or like a communist society or like a fucking plutocracy or an oligarchy.
But how big is this meritocracy?
Meritocracy?
It's meritocracy.
It's all,
sorry.
I guess in my case with the martial arts, the meritocracy would only would only apply within the confines of the culture of our
correct,
martial arts
which
federation,
everyone
yeah.
consents to, and this only exists because they all allow it to exist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
But
the
that's-
reason why it exists. But like,
consent.
as far as like what you're describing, it's like what you would prefer. It sounds like a meritocracy. It's like what we would practice in the dojo. It's like what you would want to see in society, where you should be judged by your abilities. But the problem,
Absolutely, yeah.
but it's not perfect because I agree with that. I agree with meritocracy, obviously.
But then you have like capitalism like out of control, where everyone's just trying to fuck each other over.
well, not only
as
that, it's
clever.
just there's the bottom line nature of like evolutionary aspect of some people are just better at things than others, and there's always going to be different demands. So what
Yeah,
that's
but that's fine, but you shouldn't feel trapped like just because your father did this, but you have a natural knack for something else. Like doesn't mean like, well, you can't do that thing that you're good at. Like you have to stay in those lines. So yeah, that's what I would want.
well, that's something else. I don't think that goes against like.
But that's what a caste system is.
I don't think that goes against particularly like any kind of what's it called like any kind of like economic or social framework, you know. Like I think what that really is, it's like, first of all, like an example like that, it's like a failure. That's a technical error. No matter what kind of culture you live in, if you literally hold your offspring back from doing what they would be better suited for, it's either for a very selfish reason or just as a pure rational logical error, because like it's only going to hurt you if you don't optimize and maximize your offspring's talents.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they can find a place in it. The only real reason is fear, right? It's to say like, it's to have a failure to understand what your offspring is actually good at. It's like, there's no market for fucking interpretive dancing, son. Get into fucking plumbing. You know, it's fear. It's fear. You don't want your son to be homeless and starving, you know?
Well, because I mean, failure at that level, like, is really rough.
Failure
like
at any
it's-
level is rough.
Yeah, but I feel like you should always encourage someone to do what they want, but like make sure they know they have fallbacks in place just in case, because that like just be realistic in those terms. Like if my parents just like made me take every city test when I was 18, that probably would have been a lot better of an idea, but I thought they were stupid.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm just saying like for backup things or whatever, like just saying like that's all they should instill. Otherwise you should do what you want to do or you're best at.
I mean, at the yeah, it's hard for it really depends on how close you're as an American citizen. I can't speak for like a citizen of China, but as like an American citizen, I can say like the closer you are to your immigrant origins, you know, like if you're like 6 generations apart from you and like say like your great grandparents who emigrated to the States a while ago, there's that aspect. But then there's also like, you know, if you're only first generation, like you're gonna look at things like very differently, and your family's gonna try to optimize for different things. Once you know your genetic line or your family lineage establishes itself enough to be like somewhat self-sustaining as American citizens, then you could like fuck around and say, I want to be a rock star. I want to be this. I mean, that's not always the case. Plenty of immigrants just come out here and just fucking do the thing, you know.
Yeah. That's my grandfather. He was an immigrant who just
Yeah, like
came
a
here
Bruce
and
Lee.
did the thing. Or yeah, Bruce Lee. Like,
Look at fucking Muhammad Ali. Yeah, nice.
well, it's Cassius.
No, I guess I should say, who else is an immigrant success story? Lots of people.
Most people.
Not most, a lot, but most.
Chef Boyardee. You know, it's not even how you spell his name. He wrote it phonetically.
No, I mean like immigrant success stories, like in the modern world, like around now.
In what field? Because there's a bunch of scientists we don't know the names of.
True, but
That are probably like a lot of them. I'm sure are immigrants.
Yeah, but science is its own thing because like.
But I'm saying, but that's like I'm sure you'd see a lot more representation there. Like what am I looking at?
They have their own problems, honestly, like the science world. Because the science world, I mean, what holds them back the most is money. It's the whole aspect of like, you know, funding. You need funding for research. You need funding to run projects. You need funding to establish like facilities and all that shit.
So you have to write a bullshit paper or two for a big company.
Or you have to only be able to do work for the military.
You want to do that? I
mean, you end up doing work for the military anyway, most likely. Like on the top levels of frontier, even theoretical physics, your work will end up being plucked and disseminated for like military application in some form or another.
I think if I worked for the government and I saw something I wasn't supposed to see, I think they let it slide. I think I could play it cool enough that they'd be like, you know what, we won't kill him. He's all right. He won't tell anybody.
I mean, I guess it depends what it is. I mean,
well,
let's talk about like all right, this is all hypothetically or theorizing, but like, you know, if you look at like supposed UFO crash retrieval, reverse engineering, black budget programs, and you were hypothetically as a scientist involved in such a program, like it's on one hand they would have to like be really scrutinizing about who the kinds of people they would bring onto it, because first of all, like you can make a patriotic argument either way. It's like, no, we have to keep it a secret. It's a matter of national security. As an American, it's my duty to fucking make sure this doesn't get out to say Chinese hands or Russian hands. But at the same time, if you're like a smart enough person, you're like, this shouldn't be held back from the world. This is like shit like this being held back from public knowledge is the reason why people are dying of like cancer and all sorts of. Yeah, so there's all sorts of aspects to it. Yeah, so they have to pick patriots.
It is ridiculous how like within the last like 2 or 3 years, it's just like, oh yeah, like we're sorry, everything we've been like telling you is food isn't fucking food, and is probably the cause of all these different things.
Well, you can't really have like a military-industrial complex if people are living forever.
This is true. You have to create a need. You have to create a market.
You have the market. The sales funnel has to encompass.
And what's some of the most expensive shit? Fucking healthcare.
Yeah, it has to encompass your whole lifetime. You're not really valuable as a citizen, like like in a monetary sense, unless I could track and profit off of your entire lifespan, which we can.
Well, yeah, eventually, yes, that's the plan. Yeah, like you're
from cradle to the grave. It's literally built in a way where you are. It's either your labor or your money gets exploited for sure.
They're gonna make money off you one way.
Mm-hmm. From your birth,
they do not give you much time.
They're gonna make money off your birth. And they're gonna make money off your death for sure. But this has been engineered for like over a millennia, most likely.
I don't think a millennia.
Yeah,
1,000 years,
2,000 years.
Millennia is 1,000 years.
Well, a couple, maybe more than a millennia.
Pair of millennia.
I would say more than a millennia, because it's like we're talking about family lineages that have historically survived for like X amount of times. You just don't hear about them.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, like there's plenty that we do know too. But yeah, there's
because they've also have family lineages like who've been around that long and pooling their resources from like separate corners of the earth.
Like you know what's really weird? When I went to Ireland, I went to where my grandmother grew up. Like as we're walking through like that village, like everything is called like Casey's drugstore, Casey's barbershop, and that's my grandmother's maiden name. So it's just like that's so weird to be in a place where like I am probably related to everybody. It's fucking jarring.
Yeah, well, that's how it was done.
Yeah, like people, if you tell me your last name, they'll know where you're from.
I mean, this is why, like categorically speaking, evolutionary or developmentally speaking, you kind of had to go out and invade other people's shit and like take their women and shit, and like it was kind of a natural part of life, especially in that part of the area at one time. Because if you didn't, what are you gonna get genetically bottlenecked? You know?
Yeah, and then your culture will die out. Your
It's probably happened. That's why they were
yeah.
like, "Yo, we have to go and get some women. Like, we can't just do this in the stupid
Guys,
island."
we can't just sit around here. We gotta repillage a little bit.
Yeah, because like because there's not much there for farming. Like, it's not like abundant as below the equator.
And you just steal their shit. Why bother with your own? I think the Vikings really did much farming.
And this is why I think, like, especially for like the Nordics, the Vikings,
Yeah.
this is why like raiding was like such an ingrained part of their culture.
There's in that game Crusader Kings 3, if you play as a Scandinavian country, you have
to.
Well, I mean, you could play any country. You could play anybody, any count from anywhere in Europe or Asia and North Africa. But you, if you pick a Scandinavian country, you don't have to like declare formal wars on anybody. You just fucking pillage. You just raid. That's all. You just hit fucking towns, steal shit, go back. And if you're not a Scandinavian country and you're right next to them, it's really fucking obnoxious.
This is our culture, bro.
Yeah, it's just like this is what we do. It's like okay, fair enough.
And they didn't lose; they won.
And that game, you could add to like cultural tenets over time if your lineage lasts. It's cool.
Did the Northern Barbarians ever really lose? Did they ever really get wiped out? No.
No,
they developed. They won.
Yeah, they're everywhere. they're
America.
They're the British. They're Denmark. They're
half of America is literally Germanic for a reason.
It's I mean, a lot of Americans are descended from Anglo-Saxons, and Anglo-Saxons
are Germanic.
half Germanic, half
Romantic.
Yep, and a bit Celtic.
That's why King Arthur was a big deal, supposedly.
Supposedly,
Yeah, because he had the Roman lineage, but he also had like the Germanic aspect of his.
Well, yeah, because like he just embodied everything like to be British.
Yeah.
In that, like King Arthur is like what, like just the example of being like you were.
He's got some Dane
like,
in him. He's got some Anglo in him. He's got some Roman in him.
Like literally, someone came to you and gave you this burden. The Lady of the Lake came out and gave him this sword and said, "Only you can wield Excalibur. This is your burden." And like that's isn't that fucking English people going like, "Hey, I didn't want to enslave all of them, but they left me no choice. Someone had to take control."
Well, yeah,
a terrible burden to colonize.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, once you create the tradition of like keeping track of birth lines, like of birthrights and all that shit, like that's what you create. You create a destiny like that for all of humanity. And to me, that's just like the power, honestly, the human power of a ledger. Don't fuck with the ledger, man. The ledger,
because ledgers don't go away. My grandfather's name is in the Ellis Island book.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it. It's cool.
Same goes for debt.
Well, that's once they write your name down, that's it.
Don't fuck with the ledger, man.
I believe driver's licenses used to not have pictures.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
That's insane. It's like you guys trusted each other that much?
I mean, you get a permit, you get a temp permit. It's like a piece of paper.
I feel like those people who say like, "Oh, boys will be boys," like it's okay to do like really stupid shit every now and then, but like it's like, well, back then it was much easier to steal cars and hide from people and do a lot more criminal things.
That's just a bit of that's just a bit of roughhousing. I mean,
that's what I mean.
See, this is why I'm actually excited about a dystopian future, because we could have some of that again. Because that's what I remember growing up in like my fucking high school adolescent punk days. We used to do some fucked up shit, but that was because it was like
we were kids. Which isn't the same as saying boys will be boys.
At least we were taking it out on society, and we weren't taking it out on each other.
That's right.
You know, like we decided, you know, by the time it was I'm sure Gen Xers kind of felt the same too. But by the time like we were teens, it's like, fuck like beating on each other like they expect us to do. It's like, no, we're gonna.
They want, man.
No, we're gonna fucking. We're gonna make life.
They want,
we're
man.
gonna make life harder for the world, and we did, and we had a great time doing it.
Then I grew up and I'm like, oh.
Well, yeah,
I hope no one does that to me.
I grew up and then learned, but at the same time, I don't regret it because like I was like, I would prefer like growing up like that, where it's like. It wasn't really like gang wars for millennials growing up. But for us, it was like most of our shit was like we were our own worst enemies, honestly.
Oh, absolutely.
And that to me is way better than dealing with like I don't know.
This is on my terms.
Yeah, exactly.
If anyone's gonna fuck with me, it's gonna be me.
Yeah.
I won't blame somebody else for my problems.
I think my dad's generation was like the last generation where high school kids were like, I mean, still to this day, yeah, we still have like, you know, violent ass kids and teenage gangsters and shit. But I feel like it's not as bad as it was back then. Now
they didn't write everything down back then.
Nowadays they're all public. About
yeah.
it, you know,
They didn't.
we got video.
The cops didn't feel like doing paperwork. He just fucking punch you and be like, "The fuck out of here."
Back then, it's like, yeah, I could probably get away with like stabbing this kid in my school that I hate. You know, it's like,
yeah,
you couldn't do that now.
No.
My dad would tell me about that shit, and I'm pretty sure he stabbed a couple of kids too. He's like, yeah, you could get away. You could have gotten away with that shit, and they wouldn't even snitch because then everyone would think they're pussy. Mm. What a great system.
I remember when I was a kid, my dad told me he was a bit of a bully when he was younger, and I couldn't see that. And then like I would see him. There's like a friend of the family, this guy fucking Patrick, and like just I don't know why, but every member of my family just abuses the hell out of him. They say terrible things to him, so I was like, oh, I'm like, that's when he's a bully.
Yeah, but
he's so good at it.
But the thing about bullies is, I bet your dad had a crew.
Oh yeah, well he grew up in Brooklyn.
You can't be a bully unless you have a crew.
Well, yeah,
especially in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you had, and he's one of 3 brothers, so it's 3 people already on the block, and then you know they're all different ages, so they all know more people. Yeah, and back then, like it's like your block was like your block. Like people didn't leave certain neighborhoods.
Well, this is why I like Japan, because in Japan, everyone's more or less equal. So it's like, it's weird. You know, like you could have like a solitary bully in like I don't know, like a Japanese city street, you know, like it's like, oh, that's the local bully. He picks on everybody and he's all alone. And you might think it's like, oh, it's different here. Like he's going to get eaten alive because maybe he'll get jumped by.
Because he's a country bully.
Maybe
he'll get city.
Maybe he'll get jumped by a bunch of like Puerto Ricans. But out in Japan, it's like, nah, it's like everyone is the default. So it's like, you know, if you're the biggest dude, you're the biggest dude. Like
I told you,
it's more fair. It's more egalitarian there, you know. But now it's different because they have like Nigerians and stuff. But what are you saying?
Which is nothing wrong with that.
I know, but I don't know. They don't like it. It's not my country. They hate it. Like,
but fuck, what was I gonna say? Ah, shit.
You're contemplating like how awful it actually might be for the Japanese people to have a bunch of Nigerians prowling their streets.
No, I was not thinking that because there's nothing wrong with it.
To be fair,
but no,
the Nigerians in Japan only fuck with tourists, really, for the most part. It's like, oh, you like girls? You want to fuck some bitches?
Yeah.
And the white guys always fall for it.
Oh yeah. Really, for me, I talk the talk. No, I was gonna say when I was in Dublin, I was walking around the city and I walked into like a bad neighborhood. I kind of felt like a little nervous at first, but I was like, oh wait, everyone looks like me.
We're all white people.
Yeah, I'm like, they're not gonna. I don't stand out. This is great. I'm like, I could bust.
All I
out
gotta
some.
do is just keep my eyes on the.
Yeah, just make it look like I know where I'm going. Don't look at my phone anymore.
Yeah.
It took a little longer to get to Guinness, but.
That's how I'd feel in South Korea, probably.
Yeah, it's weird to just be around people that just look like you. It's very strange. When I was in Missouri, like there's just so many white people.
Isn't that what Staten Island was kind of like before? At least when we were kids.
Yeah, but I mean, growing up in New York, like you still had Italians, but you had a lot of Russians and Eastern Europeans coming in.
Mm-hmm. They're a little different.
They're a little different.
Yeah, I imagine. They had slightly different taste in furniture.
I remember
you know how I could tell it was like, you know, as an Asian, a lot of my cousins from Korea couldn't really tell the difference between white people, and I was like, if their furniture looks really new, they're probably like Eastern European. If their furniture is really old, they're probably like Irish or Catholic or some shit.
Yeah, if it works, it works. Mm-hmm. I ain't spending any more fucking money on the couch.
Well, they're also like fucking family heirlooms.
Oh yeah, sure. And again, it doesn't work.
Or Polish. Polish people are also like old ass American too.
Yes. My
like there's a lot of like old school Polish families in New York.
My great grandfather was Polish. He was from Poland. He and then his son ended up running a Polish bank in Brooklyn.
But all the nationalists and the ethnic gangs, they all dissipated because I think
they did because we're so globalized. Like it's so.
I think they kept fucking each other.
Well, yeah. That's
So it went from like ethnic and racial gangs to like syndicates, and so it turned into which syndicate is the most powerful. You know, like
well, yeah. But it used to be like, but that's what I'm saying. Like people aren't united for like the same things they used to be.
now it's like it's over pure sociopathic leverage. It's like, yo, I got the leverage over the mayor.
Yeah, because they completely missed the point of like of what a gang is supposed to be.
Yeah, but if what
It's supposed to protect the neighborhood,
but
not.
but the sin of the correct gangs, the sin of them was to get easily defeated and steamrolled by gangs who focus on profit.
Yeah, once they brought guns in, that was it. No, it was like actually forbidden to bring a gun to a gang.
No, it's once you bring money into it. Once the money outweighs.
Well, then once the money comes, then the guns come.
Because if the monetary benefit of being a thug outweighs the communal benefit, then you're gonna sell out. And once you sell out, then what's gonna happen? You think you're gonna get paid by officials to do like violence for what's correct? No, you're gonna get paid to do violence to cause controlled havoc in the streets, so that one politician could win over the other. You know what I mean?
That I do. There's you ever see the movie
You can't sell out if you're a thug. You can't sell out as a gangster.
No, you can't.
Causes too many problems.
Because it's not. There's two different worlds. You can't go legit if you're a gangster. It's not. You can't exist in that world.
No, you can. It's just the ones who do. It's like are pure evil.
Motherfucker! Why is this movie so hard to find? I can't remember the fucking name of it.
Basically, to get to a high enough level as a gangster, it's like you have to kill everybody.
Yep.
Your own family members, probably. You know.
That's why it's like the like how do you romanticize like the mafia? That shit's fucked up.
I can.
Well, I mean, I can too. It's pretty great. But
I mean, no. Here's how I relate to it, because I have to relate to it to romanticize it properly, and to relate to it, I would say everything's like that. You know the classic story of the gangster who's like, I want to make it to the top.
one more and then I'm out.
Or not even. It's like they not even like because they see all. You know what? I'm talking about the one who makes it. The gangster who makes it to the top, right? And on the way there, they're looking at the dudes who are thinking one more and I'm out. So they're looking at the dudes who took the big risks and they all died out. The heroes, the champions, the bandit legends, right? Meanwhile, the main character is thinking, nah, I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna do it methodically to get to the top. Not because I want to get to the top, because I don't want to die.
Well, so there's a really good. I really like it.
So he gets to the top, and by the time he gets to the top, anyone else who's dead would have been like jacked in that position. They'd be like, yeah, but for the character who actually makes it there, he's like, I mean, like halfway back, I already knew I was gonna get here. So it's like by then, it's like I already knew, and it's like the joy's in the journey, man. That's how you become enlightened about it. It's like the joy, the road. It was actually all the people I killed and the friends I made
along the way, and the friends I murdered along the way.
Yeah,
does really good. I really like it. It's called Paid in Full. Wood Harris, and like he basically like I think he takes it's in Queens, I forget, or Brooklyn, but like he's like straight. He's working at a laundromat. You know, he's trying to be a good kid, get some money together, marry his girlfriend, and then he gets a connect for crack because it's fucking selling everywhere. Yeah, and he's like,
got a good deal.
He's like, all right, just a little bit, yeah, just a little bit. And like his friend pushes him. He's like, no, do more, get into bigger deals with me. And then his friend goes to jail, and then he's just like, well, fuck this. He goes all the way to the top. And his friend gets out of jail. He just like strong arms him, whatever. Like he's like, you don't understand. He's like, I don't have time. I can't hang out. Like he's like, bro. He's like, I can't just fucking go to the club with you. Like he's like, what are you fucking stupid?
I'm a boss now, man.
Yeah, he's like, I can't do that. He's like the shit I'm thinking about is so much more important than like what you are and all that stuff. And then obviously then he eventually loses everything. It's a very dramatic fall. It's really good. And then he sees, and at the end he sees somebody else on his journey, because that's a cycle. It's the game, man.
You got to know when to stop. That's the way to win.
Exactly, yeah. And there's also parts of the movie where like it's just
when
like,
would
he
you
could've
stop?
stopped.
Whether it's crack dealing, whether it's selling pharmaceutical drugs that aren't really that safe, whether it's selling bad real estate, whether it's selling fucking secondhand jewelry, like when would you stop? You know, when would you stop your hustle?
I just want a couple really good big rips. That's it. That's what it. I'll sell anything. It just depends how much I'm getting out of it. If I get a lot of money selling crack once, I would do it.
Yeah, like how much would it have to be?
I don't know.
I think I could walk away with like 10 mil. like kill a couple guys and like not do it again for 10 mil, even though they would say next job is 50, I would walk away. I'd be like, nope.
You know, I would also like I wouldn't do it like all the time. I would be try to be irregular about it.
No, I would try to make that first 10 rip and disappear. Like not get
Well,
married to a celebrity.
Do a few
I would
quickly
just
and then
I would just run. I would be like I would take it and fuck. Because to me, there's no a lot of people when they think like once I get fast big money like that, I'm gonna live it. I'm gonna get a Lambo. I'm gonna marry a
fucking fast.
I'm gonna marry Miss Bushwick or something. like
how do Hollywood actors run out of money and have to
Right?
do commercials? It's like
Actually, I
how
can imagine
fucking
it. I could easily
well,
imagine
you have
it.
to have security. Like you have to have like it's.
Let's say you
it's
buy
hard, yeah.
let's say you buy one Gucci suit. You know how much like every year it's gonna cost just to like keep it like tailored, assuming you wear it.
Might as well buy a new one
Yeah.
every year.
There's that, and then there's also the fucking.
Well, also, you'd have so many suits that you wouldn't have to.
You buy one Lambo, assuming you drive it. You know, it's like, and what are you gonna do? Drive
Lambo
around
looks
in-
like terrible. Fucking, I would never.
Or you buy one like Porsche, even. You know, that's still gonna be like a pain in the ass if it's like a big money man
Bentley.
Porsche. Yeah, or a Bentley, or a Maybach, or some stupid shit. Whatever,
I know those cars aren't stupid. Those cars are gorgeous.
whatever the fuck you get as a rich guy.
They
you
just
know?
cost more than a house is all. Actually, not anymore. They don't.
I wouldn't do that. You know what I would buy with all that money? I would buy toys, not like cars, like status symbols. Like I would buy like guns and fucking planes and shit, like homemade planes.
I think if I didn't have
I'll
like,
build a supercomputer. Yeah, it's like
I think if I didn't have to worry about paying bills, like if everything was like set. Oh, somebody's fucking grumpy. Yeah, like if I didn't have to worry about like surviving, I would just I would just do things that I feel like would benefit everybody. It'd be for the greater good.
I'd be like, yo, I built my own motorcycle with like a fucking tank engine.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys knew you could do this, but you could do this. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. It's like, all right, but I did it.
I would do some Tony Stark shit. And then someone would be like, yo, you gotta help us. This is for the good of the world. I'll be like, get the fuck off my property before I blast you with my fucking cyborg. I would want to get rich so I could just not participate in the game anymore. That's what
that's what I mean. That's the goal. Like there is enough money to where it's just like I don't need any more money.
I don't need the whole pie.
Yeah,
I just need a
any more
small. I
money,
just
yeah.
need a small slice. I just need a small slice of the pie. I call my own. A small slice of the earth. That's it. Just a tiny bit. So much.
All I'm asking for is $1 million and an 8 ball of cocaine. But yeah, right? Isn't like that's? I think we all deserve that. Just a little bit of land, and to be able to be left alone.
We can have that. It's just there's one caveat. Like 90% of us have to like not be around anymore.
I forget who said it. I was watching this, I guess, comedian on a podcast, and it was about New Yorkers, and he's like, you know what's sick about New Yorkers? He's like, they live in their own personal hell. Like everything's only so like terrible and shitty because they refuse to leave. Like the thing that would benefit New York is if most of them left.
Dude, I have no complaints living in New York, honestly.
No, I love it.
I fucking love it here.
No.
I realized this the other day. Like,
I hate when people.
I put out the idea. I think it was like, and it wasn't even an idea to me because it's just it. I feel like it's not that uncommon, especially if you like been around in New York City. But we were talking about body counts, and I mentioned it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure like I fucked probably over 100 women, and some people just couldn't fathom that. They were like, what? But then I was like, I had to think about it, and I was like,
with or without cousins.
It's because it's New York.
Yeah.
Like there's literally an abundance of everything. Like there's an overabundance of women. There's an overabundance of great food, of great social life, of great community, of like not great communities, but a lot of expansion.
But there's you don't have to go very far to see something completely
you run
different.
into shit. You literally trip into
different
shit.
energy. Yeah, into a different energy completely.
And it's not even like I moved here and had to figure out the way here. I was fucking born here.
the way
This
it
is
man.
This is just this is where I was from. You
Can't
know,
live
like
any other way. I can't say when people ask me like, "Oh, how's living in New York?" I'm like, "It's fucking better where you live." Like,
I mean, it's great. It's fucking awesome.
yeah.
And it's like,
on
one hand, it is kind of all I know, but it's like I've been on the internet around long enough. It's like I've flown out to like plenty of people all around, and it's like I've seen what they do. I've seen what they're about, and some places do rival New York 100%. Plenty of places.
In this small town in Missouri, I stopped at a Dairy Queen. Took them 10 minutes. 10 minutes to make my food.
Oh, at a Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen. It was during the day.
I bet Chicago is like cool, but even like people in Chicago, they like anyone in Chicago who says their city's cool. I'm like, yeah, I agree. But then they're like,
your football
they're
team
like,
trying to leave?
oh, it's better than New York. I'm like,
Yeah, shut the fuck
hey
up.
now.
No, don't be ridiculous.
Come on.
You could have your nice thing, but don't be fucking stupid.
Yeah, like, bro, like, are you serious?
We have pizza. Sure.
Those are good casseroles, I guess.
Yeah,
like,
that's what it is. Fucking casserole.
it's nice.
It's a nice little thing you did there. It's
Make
great.
It's cold, cool.
Ugh. Actually, Detroit style, but it's cold sauce on top.
Oh no. It was a playtime alarm.
What?
We were supposed to spend this time talking about news. We didn't talk about news. Do you know of any news off the top of your head?
Yeah, I know. I've been hearing that the Iranians are bombing their own schools.
I don't believe any of that shit though. I mean, it's not just like I don't believe in anything against the Iranians. I don't believe in anything against the Israelis either.
I don't want anything to do with them. I don't care. I don't want to be in such a I don't want my country tied up in this. There's enough shit going on here.
But we have to be tied up in this. You know how much?
Well, yeah, or else people are gonna be like, wait, there's so many problems here. Why don't we fix them? Because
Israel is 100% our problem though.
We make it our problem.
No, it's 100%. That country would not exist if it wasn't for the US.
Oh yeah. That Mossad knows too much.
Exactly. Like, yo, whether we like it or not, Israel is literally a satellite country for the United States of America, just like South Korea. As a South Korean, I can admit to this 100%. Well, an American citizen of South Korean heritage.
When you think about it, they're a lot ballsier than America too.
What, Israel? Yeah.
Yeah, like they don't hide.
Well, because they have the excuse.
Shit.
They have the excuse of being like surrounded by enemies. Same as South Korea. They do the same shit.
Well, when you land in the middle of all your enemies' land and take it, yeah, of course, and you keep expanding those borders.
Yep. This is the perfect proxy. America needs countries like that, specifically so that they can use them as a buffer to like constantly feed like weaponry.
And how great is the religious angle for most of the middle of America? Well, like Protestants have like such an admiration for Jews because they take the Bible literally.
Wait, before we break into this, can I just use the bathroom real quick?
No.
Come on.
All right, go.
All right.
You little scamp.
Thanks, Professor.
You little scamp. Oh man, should have been professor.
Make sure you
That'd
take the
really
hall. Make sure you take the hall pass, and it's like your giant anchor, like a tire.
It took me too long to realize that if I became a professor, like I could just hang out and fuck college girls for like 30. I know. It's just like, dude, why didn't I think of that before? No, I'm good. I forgot that movie I was just telling you about, Paid in Full. Cameron's in it. I completely forgot.
The black rapper guy?
Yes, the black rapper guy.
Because there's a Chinese rapper named Cameron.
That's good. It's quality. I like that. Hey, if you could do it, fucking do it. If I can't do it, I would like to see people who have the power.
You know what I was just thinking about? How weird it was, like, for Staten Island standards, to grow up as a Woodrow kid, almost like for like teenage years.
Yeah, Woodrow's a weird place.
Like, imagine waiting for the S-74, but all the way on the South Shore of Staten Island, and then you run into your friend. It's like 2 a.m. and you run into your friend. Like, you guys know each other fairly close, but you had no plans to meet up that day. And it's right by like Woodrow Plaza, like right by where there used to be a Blockbuster even. And he's like mad stoned, and you're 14, he's like 14, and you're mad drunk. And then it's like, it's just a wild experience to have as like a 14-year-old kid in Staten Island, New York City.
Oh yeah.
It's like, yo, bro, what are you doing? It's like, yo, you look mad sloppy right now. It's like, are you kidding me? You're sitting there munching out on your cheese doodles, and he's like, nom. It's so funny.
The first time I ever smoked
weed. It's like
weed,
a movie, dude.
The first time I ever smoked weed was like, was not pre-planned. We were all just hanging out, and
yeah, same here actually.
And then
I was getting
Igor ran
cigarettes.
into
Cigarettes. I was bad enough with, but then like someone was like, "Yo, you guys want to smoke some weed?" I was like, "Yeah." Like immediately, I was
Did you guys smoke it already? All right, yeah. I want to. Yeah, I couldn't say no too.
Well, I mean, I was like,
in
my opinion, it's like I was already on cigarettes, so it was like by the time weed came into the picture, I was like, "Fuck yeah," you know?
Yeah. Smoking's awesome.
Because I was already like an Asian kid, like like fucking in high school and like freshman year smoking cigarettes. So it's like someone whips out the weed, I'm like, fuck it, why not?
I'm hardcore.
Yeah, if you're gonna get wet, might as well go swimming.
If you're gonna get wet, might as well take everything off.
Staten Island public school though was something else. It's not like the rest of New York City public school.
Yeah, that's definitely for sure. But I thank God every day that I never had to go to public school.
Public school is honestly the best part of like Staten Island public school. The best fucking part was how easy it was to cut. Like you could just not go to school and they wouldn't do anything about it. That was the best part.
The perk of paying for like private education or paying for like a Catholic school is that they know your name and they're not gonna lose track of you.
Yeah.
They took attendance several times. You couldn't duck out.
It would be cool if there was like a student body that was like in charge of hunting down truants.
That's the other thing too, actually. If I did cut, I have like a Catholic school ID. I don't have like a public school ID, so even truancy stopped me. I'm like, oh no, it's all, I'm off. Or I'm suspended. I don't know.
We have a holiday. It's Lent. I don't know.
It's Lent.
We have no school in Lent.
Lent. You sure it's Lent right now? Of course it's fucking Lent right now.
Bro,
I've been fasting, man. Were you crazy? I fucking fish on Sunday. You haven't eaten fish on Sunday?
You get stopped by like a Chinese and a black cop nowadays. Like, oh, the Pope died. All right, carry on.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah. I would love to be a Chinese NYPD cop.
Or like part of a duo? You would like to be the Chinese guy in a with a white cop in a duo?
With a black cop, yeah.
Oh, a black cop.
And we would be
they wouldn't allow it.
We'd be particularly active between the hours of like 4 p.m. and like 8 p.m. Some might call it rush hour.
You'd be very active for 4 hours of the day.
Well, that's when the job really picks up, you know? That's when a lot of things go down. Like maybe a Chinese consulate's daughter gets kidnapped or something. You're like,
so you're just looking out for the big ones, the big cases. You're like, what? Another rape and kidnapping? Call me when it's someone important.
That's how my partner feels. My partner is this black guy who's really into Michael Jackson bits, you know? I'm just into Kung Fu.
Nothing wrong with Kung Fu.
That would be a cool modern millennial cop story. It's like it'll be me and you, and you'd be like, "Hey, don't you do that samurai shit?" I'm like, "Yeah, but we can't carry around a samurai sword on duty."
Actually, if you prove it's religious.
Oh yeah, moving on to what I want to talk about for this section, religion. Have you been paying attention to the religious movements like that have been active? Because a lot of this supposedly is religiously, a lot of it is religiously motivated and rooted.
You don't say. Yeah.
I mean, because Israel is what? It's a country for Jews. We know that. And all of their enemies just so happen to be of a certain religious demographic.
Because they were the people that were there originally.
Is that true, though? They weren't always there originally. Weren't the Jews also there originally at one time?
The Jews, the Romans finally had enough of the Jews, burned down the Temple of Solomon and kicked them out of Jerusalem in like 70-something AD. So just under 2,000 years ago. The Romans have called that area Palestine for 2,000 years ago, but they kicked the Jews out. Then, and all the Jews moved into like Germany and all the Germanic states, and that's where you get like Ashkenazi Jews from. Like the Ashkenazi, yeah. Like these whatever. The Israelis, most of the Israelis that are in Israel were Palestinians. Their grandparents or great grandparents are Palestinians.
Sure.
They just happen to be Jewish Palestinians. Like fucking look good like Azerbaijan. Like Reuben looks Middle Eastern as hell, but he's Jewish.
But then they went back. The Jews got kicked out of Palestine. They didn't really.
Well, the Romans kicked them out. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was theirs from the beginning.
That's not how that works.
Once you lose a place, you lost it. All right?
Yeah, once you lose it, you lose it. Yeah, you can't.
Come back
2,000 years is a really hard like fucking callback to make. Like literally, it's been called that area has been called Palestine for 2,000 years. Like it's Palestine's not this new thing that developed around Israel. It's one and the same.
But there was a new thing. It was Hitler.
Well, that eventually led to them setting up the
because plenty of people tried to kill all the Jews, but few had the industrial power of mechanized warfare and information warfare. Like,
man, that's scary.
Yeah, like whole empires tried to kill all the Jews and they failed, but Hitler was like, "Hey, we got technology now."
It's kind of fucked up though. If he's thinking about it, that's his legacy. That like he'll be the one to like wipe out like the oldest culture that. The oldest like ongoing culture.
He didn't think about it that way. He thought about I'll be the first one to save the world.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's way worse.
Yeah.
Well, I think
the world is
by no means
trying to
save the world. He's trying to save Germany, and he believed Germany should run the world. So,
but he also believed that by saving Germany, he'll save the world. That's how every country feels. By saving my country out of the brink, then we could finally like make the world a better place by showing them how much better than them we are.
I mean, if we lost World War II, I think things would be actually. I mean,
Look at us now.
Things wouldn't be good, but things would be very efficient.
Look at us now. We're still no better. Like every country literally feels that way. If we could just finally like last and hold out long enough, then the whole world will see how much better our country is, and they'll want to follow us. That's what keeps them going. That's what keeps us going. Except
Dude,
America's just winning at that game. That's all it is.
I kind of want to bail on America. Like I've been to America, and it's called the eastern coast of Ireland. That's America. That's the shit they used to teach you when you were a kid. Where no one's fucking each other over, no one hates each other, no one's arguing about paying $10 a year in taxes to make sure everyone gets health care.
Personally, I like America. I like our fucking land. I like this country. I do. I don't love it. I like it. And it's the only country I really know living in, you know?
It's true.
So it's better that I like it than not like it, in my opinion.
Right. Also, I'm not going to live somewhere that I don't want to live at and just cry about it. Oh, it was me. Like, why don't things get better in this place I hate being in?
I just think America's the best country on earth. Like, hands down.
I disagree. I mean, I haven't lived in them, but I've seen like the lifestyle of it, and it makes a lot more sense to me. Like fucking Spain or like Ireland, those are the two places I would totally move to.
Yeah, but in both those countries, they don't really do anything there.
I don't want to do anything. I just want to be fucking happy. I just want to relax.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And just enjoy.
But basically, Ireland or Spain wouldn't be a country where people could just not do anything without the people who around the other parts of the world.
Everyone gets retirement. You get something called
and I'm saying they only get that because
you pay taxes,
and they get that because of the other people around the world who actually did something, who got to make that advancement on behalf of all of humanity, like the Germans. And we all hate the Germans for what they did, but yet they're the ones who made the greatest advancements that actually led to the ability for countries like, say, Ireland or Spain or anything below the fucking equator to be able to be lazy fucking all day and invent siestas and shit, you know? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being lazy, but at least give credit where credit's due. And it's not... Look, we didn't get here because of lazy people. We got here because of psychopaths. We got here because of those psychos who are willing to fucking, like, do the work for whatever sociopathic reason they had.
That's the thing that makes the most money, though, is the thing that only, like, every now and then one person's crazy enough to be like, yeah, just fuck it, I'll just kill people.
Yeah,
I want to advance killing machine.
Well, fuck it. Like maybe I do have to cut a person alive just to like study their anatomy and see their beating heart before it fades into the light. And maybe that is exactly what led to life-saving procedures that we know and love today.
I disagree.
What do you mean you disagree? That's literally like the precursors of like modern medicine. It's people who had to do those weird, icky experiments.
We do know that taking a lot of meth isn't good because of World War II.
I'm just saying, like, the shit that, like, ancient Egyptians did, or the Chinese did, and the alchemists did, and Ben Franklin apparently did. Like, all that weird shit, supposedly it had to be done, because without that, we wouldn't have stem cell research and fucking, like, bypass surgery and all this shit.
No, I agree. Like, such goes, like, the wheels of innovation. Like, it's never going to be pretty on the way.
Yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it, too. You you have to go through shit to see flowers.
How do you feel about the Tuskegee experiments?
The what experiments?
The Tuskegee experiments.
Well, I feel horrible about all this science. I feel horrible about science in general, but
yeah, science is.
But I enjoy too much of modern living now to be able to like rationally complain about science. You know, can't be done. Which ties into religion. You know, like I don't know. I mean. You're saying like a lot of like middle America's life is driven by like their interpretation of what Jesus would have wanted for them.
Well, not some of them.
For some of them, I guess, it's Jews. It's Yahweh. And for some, it's Muhammad.
Yeah. Those are God-fearing people. There's people like that.
Well, now in middle America, there's a lot of Chinese people. Like we're not talking about like Chinese peasants. We're talking about like Chinese people
Chinese Americans, yeah.
Who bought like fucking failing industry factories in the States.
Don't worry, we'll just raise the tariffs and everyone will start making things in America again.
And the Chinese people literally came here and started making things in America. It's like,
why can't the government bail us out? Why are the Chinese gonna bail us out?
And the Chinese
more government buyouts.
And the Chinese are being super nice, like, oh hello, cha-cha, and they bring dumplings for everyone. It's like,
I don't trust them.
These fucking Chinese.
Who gives
people.
another man a dumpling? It's not. It's unchristian like.
I don't trust his kids. They play violin too well.
They fight violin too good.
I don't understand why this Ford factory is now bought by this Ring Shang Chinese car company.
They ran old Bill's hardware store. Just because Bill liked to charge $50 for a hammer doesn't mean it deserves to go out of business.
I mean, all the Chinese people are selling like high tech, like carbon nanotubing.
Made in
hammer.
China. I don't buy that made in China shit.
It's like 10 times better and 10 times cheaper.
A Chinese car, it's probably made out of sticks.
But this is how we're gonna get like. Eventually, those people are gonna be won over. Like, cause those rich Chinese people who buy out those industries out there, like. They literally make the towns prosper, though. I mean, they'll hate to admit it, but it's true. Like,
look what
ever since those darn Chinese came, we've
had really good.
Yeah, we've had all sorts of companies and all sorts of businesses. We got a Starbucks finally.
Like look at all the Aldis and the Lidls. They're German.
Yeah.
And like look how fucking successful they are. The supermarkets were like going out of business here. Like big supermarkets, like ever since Passmark went down and shit, like years ago.
You know another good example is? Look at H Mart.
Yeah,
those motherfuckers cornered a market in half.
But they do. One of my coworkers tried cracking them, but they
have their own shit.
Yeah, because it's just, but like he did it the right way. He's like, I've been to your store. You sell this. I'll give you. There's no way you're paying.
There's no way they're never gonna crack it because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they just won't. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure their whole supply line is like subsidized by like government oversight or some shit in South Korea.
Yeah,
I think there's something else going on there
because they don't take food stamps, do they?
I mean, if they did, you see a lot more.
Because then they would have WIC items on sale and stuff like that, and they don't. So that's probably because they can't. Because they can't. They probably couldn't get that subsistence money from both governments.
But they don't have to, and they are getting more Western products. Like they just sell
they do. That's the thing. That's what my coworker's trying to pitch him on. He's like, you sell shit. I sell the shit that you sell. Like, yeah, it's not your big items, but like, I'll still save you money. Just buy that shit from me.
Like we're not gonna get our Nesquik and shit.
Yeah, like it's like there's no way the guy you get your fucking kimchi and fucking fresh shrimp from has a great price on fucking on Nesquik.
But it's like doesn't matter because we would prefer the loyalty over like the because they don't sell that primarily. They don't care, like, you know. But
I tell my customers that like it's like, hey man, like just buy it. Like you'll make some money off this. I don't want to sell you something that you're not going to sell. Like it's like you have to talk them into it. Like, try this out. Like just sell it for this much. Like watch it go.
I'll give you like a free platter.
Yeah, like you do what do you call them?
Pallet
on the arm or whatever.
Can't give a whole pallet.
No, that's not trying something.
I'll personally buy you a pack of 12. Fucking put it on your shelf. See how fast it goes.
And then if it doesn't sell, of course, you're like, well, what the fuck? Like, where was it in the back? You're like, where'd you put it? I want to see where you put it. Well, of course you didn't sell any. You had it way in the back. Get it up front, man. You sure? Yeah, man. Put it up front.
Get the Take 5.
Whenever I like sell guys displays, they'll be like, no, my aisles are too small. I'm like, bro, they're gonna stop and run into your display. They'll have to buy it or else they can't get out. I'm like, it's perfect. You want a big bulky display right there. It traps them. They can't help it.
There's only one brand that really kings the display game, and it's Red Bull. You can't sell Red Bull without some kind of like Red Bull device, and they'll do it because like to them, it's like every business. They're like, it's a win for me. Because like I already need to buy Red Bull from them, and they're giving me a better deal on Red Bull as long as I give them this stupid fucking like Red Bull can shaped fridge in my store.
That's good shit.
People are already buying the shit out of it. Fuck it, I'll get my little Red Bull fridge too, like right next to it. They get a better deal for it, so they're gonna do it because they sell it. They sell a fuck ton of Red Bull.
Yeah,
people can't stop buying Red Bull, and
I've been off Red Bull for a while now. Thank God.
True. So many other me too. So many other people though have tried to crack in. Like fucking Monster died.
Nothing Red Bull. Like nothing tastes like Red Bull
because their branding is
the branding was like it's fucking great branding. Like
it's the best branding.
Yeah, their commercials were perfect. Their the way they did their advertising.
They got Coca-Cola money pretty much.
Yeah, and they created the whole energy drink market. It wasn't something that existed.
Nobody could crack it, and so many have tried.
It's probably because all this shit you have to put in it to make it tolerable.
You know what?
Celsius is actually really, really good.
Nah, there's a problem with Celsius.
What? It's not carbonated.
It makes you shit.
It'll make me shit.
It makes you shit.
doesn't make me shit any more than I shit.
Next time, use it specifically to make you shit and see how well it works, and then report back.
All right, I'll update you on my shits.
I'm telling you, it's a shit maker. It's a shitter.
I would know. Coffee doesn't make me shit. Like diuretics don't really like.
No. Celsius is different. Celsius actually does make you shit.
I've drank many a Celsius. I've actually like driven down I-95. Drinking big
Maybe
Celsius.
you just don't remember. Maybe because
I would remember. I would remember if my shitting was a little more than usual. Trust me.
I was in denial too, man.
You're in denial.
I was in denial about Celsius being a shitter. I shouldn't.
What did it make you shit?
What?
When it makes you shit?
The same shit that allows it to taste sweet, I guess, without like being actual sugar.
Oh, the stevia.
I think so.
That's a plant-based substitute.
I just know it induces shitting.
Not possible.
But Celsius, I don't know. It's not going to beat Red Bull.
No, I didn't say it would be Red Bull. Like, because Red Bull didn't even taste good, but I still love the taste of it.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, what could possibly... and I don't even... First of all, like, I don't like energy drinks anymore. I used to like, I don't know, Monster Energy White. The white ones.
Never liked Monster.
I tried a couple
I like
C4s. Coffee's good.
I like coffee. Sometimes I like milk and sugar. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah, coffee's real good. These are all good pick-me-up. They're just shitty substitutes for cocaine.
I disagree.
That's what you really need. You just got to get some coke.
Cocaine's just gonna ruin your day. Like, yeah, you'll have the energy, but it's just nothing good's gonna come of it.
That's only if you do too much of it in one sitting.
That's true.
You just need to do a little key bump and you're good to go. You don't need to fucking rail lines in your lunch break. Like,
Maybe this is a study we could do. We could find the perfect amount of cocaine to be on to reach peak efficiency. Write down dosages.
But we can't do that because it's an illegal substance. Like, you can't have universities like getting their test subjects like yipped up on cocaine.
Oh no,
we'll
be the test subjects.
Fine, yeah, I could do that. I mean, if you volunteer yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. Because
but there's pharmaceutical companies that pay people to try new non-FDA approved medication. At least you know cocaine won't like kill you. One line won't kill you.
That's true. I mean, that's a good point. Like, if you know your supplier and all that,
and they don't pay them that much money to do that.
Also, you could test your own cocaine for sure.
That's right. There's no excuse anymore. Shouldn't be lazy.
Yeah, we got to test the cocaine thoroughly and properly, and all of its use cases and potential use cases there above.
I remember somebody. I had gotten it. Like, I went to their house and they were like, "Did you bring your testing kit?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "I never do. I was like, I don't test my what."
That takes the fun out of it. Come on, that's so.
You don't do that.
It's like no. It's like that scene in 21 Jump Street where they're like flipping their gun. It's like, wait, you empty out your gun before we do this, right? It's like, wait, no, come on, that's so fun. Come on, it's like it takes the fun out of it, bro.
Where's the danger?
Yeah. Like, the whole point of us doing this shit is so that it's because like we don't fight battles anymore like our forefathers used to. This is our battle. Like,
were you there that day in the woods when we were shooting the bow and arrow straight up, and we'd shoot it straight up, and like we would try not to move.
That's a really good way to die.
Yes,
you could die like that really easily.
But we didn't, and we're better.
Did you do it in the dark? That makes it better. Like, at nighttime.
No, that'd be like if you did. We were doing it during the day. We were like, this is fucking stupid, but this is a lot of fun.
If you did it in nighttime, though, that would have been.
That'd be. That's not. Because I got through my one bout with it.
Because people die from like shooting their guns in the air.
Yeah.
And then they would just forget it.
Sure, yeah.
And then like the next morning they just walk outside and they dead.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you could die doing shit like that.
Oh, I know.
That's why I said I never agree.
You weren't there that day?
No.
Yeah, you wouldn't forget a thing like that, would you?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't forget a thing like that. And also it's like I've done stupid shit like that, like just not with like you guys, because like I do like martial arts.
I felt like we deserved it too. Because you don't do stupid shit too much.
I do like weapon martial arts shit,
Yeah, and so we do very amateur shooting things into the sky.
Dude, don't get me wrong. Like, see, when you put a bunch of people like willing to like hurt each other in a dojo in an amicable way, you're gonna end up doing stupid shit like that you shouldn't be doing. Anyway.
Well, that's it. It's like none of us stopped each other. None of us said, "Hey, man, we shouldn't do this."
I think it's even more dangerous. It's like When you know you're.
I think it was really built on trust, though. We were like, guys, like we wouldn't do something this fucking stupid if we know what we were doing. And as it turns out, it seems like we're all pros.
Yeah,
and not getting shot with our own arrow.
Yeah, no, that's like the most dangerous thing you could do, I guess, with a bow and arrow. Like, there's other stupid shit you could do, like do like 360 jump in the air and like shoot an arrow in the air.
But why would you?
Because it looks cool.
It does look cool.
Like you're just like running on like a picnic bench, and then you just do a 360 in the air and shoot in the air like Legolas.
Which is not how bow and arrows work.
True. You need a lot of grounding force actually to be able to get enough tension.
So you would do if you were on foot, you'd be longbow, and if you were on a horse, you'd have a shorter bow, right?
Yeah, you need something to ground you. I'm trying to just pull anything. You know, it's like
there's a lot of tension
for astronauts, right? Like apparently their muscles atrophy because they use so much energy just like swimming in like 0G. Mm-hmm. So apparently that like degrades your muscles really quick when you're just trying to direct your aimless floating.
Honestly, living in space seems like a pain in the ass.
I think I can handle it.
I could, but I wouldn't want to do it for very long. I get through like a few weeks.
It's just I think like becoming mission ready is the hard part. Like you're telling me I have to learn how to like survive on like 3 strips of paste, and then they make you do that for like months and months up to like years before you're ready. You know. What
if they're right? What if the Earth is flat, and NASA is just gaslighting all their astronauts to thinking that they're out in space and it's a globe, and they're trying to break their spirits by feeding them paste and making them shit in bags standing up.
Just to hide the fact that
because they're like, oh, you guys want to get really good at science and see space. Well, fine. Here's your space. Here's your paste.
And then they get discouraged, and they're like,
I don't like being in space anymore. You know what? We can't fix this. We don't have a way to build a base on Mars. No, I mean I think probably easier on our planet, but floating in space is like a pain in the ass.
You ever see the movie Gods of Egypt?
No, I have not.
The Earth was flat in that movie. It was a pretty cool movie.
The Egyptians didn't think the Earth was flat.
What?
I think the Egyptians thought the Earth was flat.
No, this is based on like Anunnaki lore, which was like.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Enki and his brother. You know about the Book of Enoch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I watched a video on the other day. It came up.
It's weird shit.
It is very strange. Yeah, it's very strange.
It's Ethiopian as fuck.
Yes, and Ethiopians.
No, it's not. It's actually not Ethiopian. They just found a copy in Ethiopia, but truthfully,
they were like Enoch was part of like these zealots that lived off like didn't live like in the city with like the different sects of,
and then maybe they spoke the truer thing.
Well, so like there's a lot of theories on that
the Nephilim,
right? Like that's actually mentioned in Genesis too.
Yo, there's also like conspiracies now. It's like you ever notice some of our old architecture seems to be like I don't know, optimized for way bigger creatures, humanoid bodies. Like,
I don't think that was the purpose. I think that it's just more grandiose.
You never. All right, so you didn't go down the Tartarian rabbit hole yet.
I didn't go. No, I didn't. I don't think I finished the whole thing.
Once you get into Tartaria and see how that connects with like the Book of Enoch shit, that's weird shit.
I mean, any Jewish mysticism, Christian mysticism is all very strange. But I was gonna say before, so there's this theory that because a lot of people do collaborate that like clearly it's somewhere around 30 to 70 AD, some guy was going around Jerusalem performing miracles and stuff like that, or people heard about him.
Yeah.
But there's this theory that Jesus was actually was born later than the Bible says he was, and was changed from like a zealot who was doing protests and like trying to like break down like the whole hierarchy of like the Sadducean, the Pharisees, because like he like and like tried to liberate Jerusalem from the Romans. But and they feel like, well, that's who Jesus probably really was. He was really like more of those radicals. But they didn't want to make him seem violent, so they wrote him to be not violent.
Jesus might have been a guy who also learned about like Eastern mystic practices.
Yeah,
and came back.
Very possible. I was also watching a thing where this guy was talking about how because he's an expert in like in medieval history, especially like Northern European.
Well, you can't get into medieval history without taking like the concept of magic seriously, because those were magical people. Like they believed in magical things.
Well, the way he says it is like he's like, because he would have people ask him questions, and some of them were like really just like defeating. He's like, I just want you to know, like they're like if you went up to like you went back in time and you showed someone your phone, they wouldn't think you're magic or you're some wizard. They just wouldn't understand what the fuck it is. Like,
oh wait, I'm not saying it's like hysterically magical. I mean more ontologically magical.
Okay.
You know, they would be the type to believe that like whatever you put your mind to, like it could actually happen, which is actually true. Like nothing.
100%. Yeah. But you could very easily will things to exist.
But we're so conditioned to believe the opposite now.
Yeah.
Which is also true.
I don't necessarily mean you could just fabricate like just matter, but
you can.
Yeah, like but you could bring on events, emotions. You could change how things are going. You could affect things around you.
It's not. I mean, I think like the difference between like us and them is that they didn't necessarily feel like, you know, there was like us and a peoples who lived in a magical society, right? Like a magical society is a people who just looked at the world differently. So it's like they didn't believe that they were traversing across a single line in destiny. To them, it's like they stood in one spot and time was like kind of moving under them, and they were just like, you know, everything was like coming to them.
That's like some of the ancient, like that's what I feel like it's being like living in an ancient city, like in Babylon or like in or whatever, like the first real big like communities and cities. Like,
yeah, they all describe it like everything came to you.
The fucking the Mayan cities are still, there's still ruins of their cities, and their cities were well planned.
Renaissance cities.
Renaissance. Well, what about Renaissance cities? What do you mean? Well, like European, like European cities and American cities are just built so differently. They're not. They're much more walkable, whereas most American cities aren't.
Oh yeah. So Renaissance architecture was very like what, human centric, because when these people, when they were designing when they were designing like squares, right, like housing squares, for example, they designed them specifically with the experience in mind of, say, like all the kids playing in the central courtyard, and any given mother can stick their head out of their window and call out, and their child would hear it. Mm-hmm. And this is like human-centric design. And that's what Renaissance architecture was all about.
Also, like practical.
Human-centric, practical. Yeah, I guess you could say the same thing. It wasn't really about serving, say, like advertising. It wasn't really about making supply chains run smoother or faster. It was more about.
It's not like brutalism. It's where it's just like, it's very much, this is what it is. It's just efficient. There's no thrills.
No, but it was beautiful because
I'm saying that is, but like unlike brutalism, which is just very matter of fact and not.
It depends what you're optimizing. Like, are you optimizing A, supply chains and highways, or B, are you optimizing exactly? Are you optimizing for the human condition? Are you optimizing for family life? Are you optimizing for day-to-day grinds? You know.
And if you do, you can only benefit from there when people are happy.
But that's not necessarily true, because what happened is that the Renaissance era and all of its like beauty and splendor led to too much decay. It led to too much decadence. Yes, decadence and decay.
Well, I mean, the church paid for a lot of shit.
Well, that's how it was saved. It's like that's why we have such beautiful religious art, is because a lot of these Renaissance artists, like.
That's who funded them was
because originally who funded them was the rich merchant families of, say, Italy, you know, and like all those people. That's how they got like star constellations named after them and shit.
Yeah, and being back then, being like a bishop, or whatever, was like pretty much being like a prince of a particular area.
Yeah, you're seen
you're
high status,
yeah, like royalty. you're in charge.
But then, however, like the money dried up from the merchant families to the artists, because that was like that was the golden era of the Renaissance, was when the merchants were primarily funding these artists, and these artists weren't held back by any kind of dogma, ideological or philosophical or otherwise. So they were able to just create all this wild and awesome shit. However, after the merchant families, for a lot of geopolitical reasoning, like lost the money and the rights to be able to fucking like invest and be patrons of the arts as they were for the golden age of the Renaissance era. What ended up happening was that
Church was like, we got to fix our image, man.
and then who was left? It's like
Get Michelangelo to build a nice little chapel for us.
all these artists were like, yo, I'm starving.
Yeah.
And the church was like,
Yeah, I'll sell my soul to the Catholic Church.
we have a lot of gold.
Like,
Like, we have
no,
a-
you don't understand.
we have more money than we
Yeah.
know what to do
It's-
with. And right now we know what to do with it. Like,
It'd be really selfish for us to keep holding on to it.
so yeah, we will
But
give.
we'd rather, we like you. We don't like poor people, but you.
And then all of a sudden you see like people painting like these effigies to like Greek mythology and Christianity, and it was insane. It was
Yeah.
fucking insane, dude. It was crazy. Like that era was, I don't consider that the golden age of the Renaissance because like as we were talking about, it wasn't human centric, but the scale of the shit they were making once the church started funding them was insane.
Yeah.
It was crazy. True craftsmanship. That's how you got all these crazy cathedrals and its lineage.
And some of them are just fucking. That's the thing. You can't like. You can't top like Catholic churches. Some cathedrals, like they're just like they're breathtaking.
Well, yeah, because like the artistic, the craftsmanship lineage makes sense. The masonry makes sense. It's like, yo, yeah, they were direct descendants of Renaissance.
They
artists.
make sure you feel very small.
Yeah,
Because you're in God's house, and you probably fucked up.
this like reminds me of The Sopranos, the scene where he's like, look at that, you know, like a couple of immigrants made that with their hands. Now it's like look for a dude who could.
My
fucking,
grandfather was a stonemason.
It's like now look for a fucking couple of kids who could put a install a bathtub properly, you know, like with spackle.
But they're also part of the problem.
Yeah.
Grandfather was a stonemason. He built things with his hands.
The rejects of the Masons. Knowledge was lost.
Both of my two of my great grandfathers before my grandparents got married, both of their fathers were longshoremen for years and like knew each other. One was Polish, one was Italian.
What's a longshoreman?
Longshoremen? They work on the docks. It's called longshoremen. The guys that unload boats and shit.
You know, that's interesting.
It's a great fucking job.
They
They have one of the best unions.
I never met my grandfather, but apparently he was part of like a merchant navy type shit.
That's cool.
So it's like, I think the most well versed and well rounded men throughout history were always close to the sea. Pirates, sailors.
I agree. I could
traders.
never not live near the ocean. You never know when you have to take to the sea.
All great warriors traverse seas, right?
Countries have conquered other countries and killed millions of people just to have access to the sea.
Literally, we're still doing that.
We're still doing
it. We're still doing
yes.
that.
Yeah, there's I forget what they call it. It's the color. It's like the orange something, whatever.
Yeah, to have access to like the wider sea routes is a big fucking deal.
There, you know, like you don't think about it, but like there's so much fucking money
In the sea, on the coastline,
yeah.
on the whole, to see any unmolested piece of coastline is like a miracle to me. So that's why I love like the idea of traveling, say like driving across North California, where you literally see just coastline, and it's bizarre to me because I'm like, there should be industrialization there, but if there isn't, I'm like,
thank God.
it's amazing that there's coastline that isn't industrialized in America. You know, it's incredible to me because of how valuable coastal geography is.
Well, I mean, look how neighborhoods in Brooklyn went from being like Williamsburg, which is all warehouses by the water, Red Hook, all warehouses by the water, and now it's just like people are paying $4,000 to live in a one-bedroom apartment there.
Yeah, just look at the meatpacking district. Just look at
Yeah,
Chinatown.
exactly.
Even Staten Island used to be like a prominent hub for, you know, industrial import and export. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
Manhattan-
it's garbage. I pass the fucking plant on my way home every day.
we used to build shit here. I think
Yeah,
if you go to the North Shore and look at those fucking ruins, even in the South Shore, you look at those ruins. Like there clearly was shit going on here.
yeah,
Then
absolutely.
it just stopped.
Yeah.
They literally left so much shit here, probably from back like way since like the 40s, 20s, maybe 30s.
Well, that's what happened when like the Gilded Age ended. All the big prominent New York families, like the Vanderbilts and the
they just retreated because they lost.
because as like they kept ascending, like they just none of them were ever fucking successful. They blew their entire fortunes eventually. Like that's like with Anderson Cooper, he's a Vanderbilt, but he didn't grow up as like Vanderbilts used to be. But what's the What are those houses by Miller Field? What were those called? Those aren't defended. Like there was another prominent New York family. Like they owned the entire Father Cavadano South Beach. They owned that whole thing at one point.
That's big money.
No.
Actually, not really. There's if you look at Father Capodanno, there should be way more.
It's incredible to me how Staten Island just doesn't know like
where the money's at.
No,
it's not their fault.
Half-ass it.
You know how many people would love to open up a business on Father Capodanno, but the whole thing is preserved. The whole thing, like it's all.
And it still looks like shit.
Yeah, but it could look 100 times worse.
They should have after Sandy. Those houses that got destroyed, they should have never rebuilt them. They should have just relocated people, give them money, and just knock it all down.
I don't think they're trying to like preserve anything. I think they're just keeping it as like a back pocket card. They could easily make it the next Coney Island, but they're choosing not to.
I mean, I wouldn't. It's not a good idea. Coney Island's not doing great
because Staten Island should be the next one, you know. But I guess the problem with our beach attraction areas, like say like Reese Beach, Rockefeller Beach, Coney Island, Brighton Beach, all those beaches, all of our beaches in the city, it's not year round, so it's not the same appeal as like a normal beach town or beach city, you know.
Well, because it's not a beach town.
No.
Yeah. It's real life.
We have winters.
Like, yeah, it's real life, man.
We have all the seasons, man. All the seasons.
Like if I lived by the ocean, I'd spend every day on the beach. No, you fucker wouldn't. It gets fucking cold, especially by the beach.
Yeah, it is pretty chilly.
I lived by the water my whole life. It's always been colder where I've lived. Slightly colder than more
hotter,
inland.
And slightly hotter.
Yeah.
Because of humidity.
Oh, the humidity. Yeah, that's why my hair doesn't frizz as much since I moved this to the middle of the South Shore. Not as close to the water as it used to be. So my hair's not as frizzy.
Yeah, it's cool out there, man. It's just there's not.
No, the South Shore sucks. I like New York. I liked growing up there.
I like the South Shore.
I hate the South Shore. So fucking just bland. Looks like Jersey.
It's its own world for sure. It's just a different kind of people that live there.
Yeah,
they're the kind of people that put a lot of use to their 40-inch TV in their bedroom. You know, they watch like every show on Netflix, every show on Disney Plus, every show on like they've watched all of it. You know. Mm. Just those people.
All the old guys in my neighborhood all just have work on classic cars. That's all they do.
That's awesome.
Dude, like, do you know how many classic cars are like in like a 4 or 5 block like radius from where I live? Like,
I want to be one of those guys.
It seems like fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
My grandpa like always like
if you've driven a V8 coupe, my God, that shit is more than fun. That shit is like. Sure, it shouldn't be allowed, but yet it is in America. Only in America, motherfuckers.
Yeah, only you can only get an fucking oversized
gas guzzling
fucking monster of a car.
It's awesome.
That takes up 2 parking spaces in America.
It's fucking amazing, dude. It's crazy. It's a crazy, and you still have the freedom to go and get your own Japanese bullshit, but still somehow like give it like a supercharged 500 horsepower engine and like make it retarded too. This is why I love this country. Cars is one of the best parts of America.
You know what? Remember like at a time where like he was seen as like unpatriotic or just not doing your part when you bought foreign.
Now it's like you're unpatriotic.
But like this all happened like the 70s and the 80s. It's like, well, you fucking guys that are bitching about it, like about bringing the markets back, you got rid of them. Like that, you did that. We grew up in a world where like it's just like, yeah, Japanese make better electronics.
They got turbochargers. I mean, yeah, the Germans gave us turbochargers, but the Japanese made it accessible, like to like idiots, you know, like which is a huge problem at some points, but still, it was a hell of a thing.
Oh yeah, you know, they used to like cars couldn't go over like 80 miles
in
an
Japan,
hour.
Yeah.
No, even in the U.S. and like the
yeah,
70s
because it was
and 80s.
Unsafe as fuck. We didn't have like hydraulic brakes back then and shit.
Yeah, I know. Like people like if you got into a car accident, you probably died in that car accident.
Yeah.
No fucking seatbelts.
That's why it was badass to have a fast car. Nowadays, it's like every car is fast. In fact, cars are so fast in New York where it's like there's past like 300 horsepower. It's like you're not really gonna do anything that no other car can do. You know,
mine is like 390. But I don't go that fast because I live here. I don't.
All you need is like really good handling and 300 plus horsepower. You'll be set. You'll be able to do everything.
That's what I got.
You'll be able to fucking if you really wanted to be an asshole, you could go everywhere.
I know.
Also, if it was all-wheel drive, I'll forget about it. All-wheel drive.
I would never not have a car that's. I would never get a car that wasn't all-wheel drive. There, like it's such a difference. When I rented a car in Missouri, I had all-wheel drive. And then like when I let Pat drive it, and he's like, "Oh, no wonder it's guzzling gas. You have all-wheel drive on." I'm like, "Well, yeah. Why wouldn't I?" I'm like, it feels right.
Yeah, don't be a fucking like city prick. Like, be a real man. Get an all-wheel drive vehicle.
All-wheel drive. Oh no, it snowed. I can't get my car anywhere.
Not a problem for me.
No, I get to dig out a half-ass spot and just push my car through the snow. It's great.
Yeah, I had that with a Subaru Outback.
Well, my first car, it was front wheel, and like it was like a shitty winter, and I got stuck like fucking 3 or 4 times, and I was
Probably
like,
would have been stuck worse if it was rear wheel.
it was rear wheel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but that's
Because I remember
trying to
get I tried getting traction on the back wheels. Yeah, it's the back wheels. But yeah, after that, I'm like, I will never not get a car that's under wheel drive, and like since then, I've never been stuck in the snow.
True. Let me ask you something. If you were past a certain threshold of money, like, but you still have to work. Like, let's say you were like a contract killer, and your salary was like $300,000 a month. What would be your vehicle of choice? That just to get from here to like an airport or the docks for a boat on a job or an airstrip or whatever to take a plane or a helicopter. Like, what would be your car, your daily, before it takes you to your remote mansion in like upstate or Pennsylvania?
5 Series BMW.
That's unassuming.
Unassuming, yeah.
Bulletproof.
Mid range, yeah, and like fucking great car.
Would you get it bulletproofed?
Probably, yeah, that makes sense. I'd have to.
But also being so paranoid, you would have to make sure that it's not like the electronics version. It's like just base model.
Yeah. No, it's like just a 5 Series. It's not an M. It's not a.
If they're gonna kill me in this thing, it's gonna be through a classic ignition style car bomb.
Because they'll never see it coming. Fucking, I remember Ruben had a fucking turbocharger in his M5 that you could turn like on and off. I was like, I'm like, why would you do this?
A turbocharger is kind of, well, it has a certain lifespan, right?
Yeah, that's why you can turn it. You can turn it on and off. Like, you can't just fucking run it.
Just doesn't make sense though.
That
means he has like an air bypass where it's like it switches between. That's excessive. That's retarded.
Yeah, it was really stupid. He let me drive that car once. I don't know why.
If you could make it work though,
he jumped way too into like instead of like working on fixing up classic car, he was fixing up a car that he was like destroying. Like he made it like it was like Frankenstein.
That's cool. Got to do. You got to sell it.
He was happy doing it. Whatever, man. My dream car is always it's a brand new car. I don't want to worry about fixing my car. It just I shouldn't.
I think my dream cars are always cars that don't exist. Like I've always wanted a Civic that's all-wheel drive, but you're never gonna find that. So you got to get like an Impreza or something.
No, they have Civics that are all-wheel drive, don't they?
No, you got to spend like your life savings.
What about the hatchback one? Your life savings.
Oh, like a CRV? Yeah, that's not a Civic though. That's a fucking CRV.
But isn't there a hatchback Civic?
No, none of them are all-wheel drive. Civics don't come all-wheel drive.
Really?
Yeah. That's like the worst thing about them. Like they're perfect cars, except the fact they're all front-wheel drive.
You're right, because actually I wanted a Civic.
When you find out they're front-wheel drive, and you're like, oh, ew.
It's like in 2016 they came out with the body they have now.
It's 2017.
Sick. Yeah, I love that body. I was like, I'm like, I think if I get a Civic, I'm like, I would think about that.
No, but it's
and then I looked
drive.
it up, and I'm like,
Ew.
I was like, hey, where's your all-wheel drive Civic? So like, we don't have all-wheel drive Civics. It's like. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why would you give me such a fast
dude,
car? Like
that's Subaru's game. Subaru owns that. If you want like an all-wheel drive sedan, sporty sedan, like you get a fucking Subaru.
Infinity.
Oh yeah, Infinity. But Infinities are too Guidoed out. And actually,
yeah, I know.
But you know what? They're still running. Like I still see like Infinities on the street.
They're great. Yeah, they're fucking
like Q50s or whatever.
I still see the one before the Q50. When they changed it, was like the Q35, not Q35.
Yeah,
it had a different designation.
I still see them shits.
I know.
Yeah. Probably some like Zoomer kid who bought one for like $5,000 and like souped it up. And
they were fucking.
They ripped, dude.
No, what would that my lease for the for the Infiniti. It was fully loaded, all-wheel drive, sports package, and I was paying like $325 a month.
Yeah, shit pops.
Yeah, and I'm like, this car goes how fast?
It's irresponsible.
And then I think my dad was like, "You gonna buy it?" I'm like, "Fuck no!" Like this car's gonna break down in 3 years and 1 month.
Yeah, but they're easy to fix.
Yeah, but that's like I said, I don't want to fix things, or I don't have to worry about spending the money for it. That's why I'm happy with. That's where I
disagree. I like because once you fix something, you have the opportunity to make it better. Assuming you didn't do anything too retarded to break it.
I wouldn't want my main driving vehicle to be susceptible to breaking down all the time, thus impeding
You're just saying
me.
that
like I would do that more as a hobby, like have a car that I like to fix. Like
you're saying that because you don't have a garage or a driveway. If you had one of those,
yeah, man, it's a fucking jungle out there.
I have a garage. You know, I rent one every month.
It's really nice.
That's where I keep my wreck of a fucking 8.6 right now. I gotta sell it. But once
you take the plates and everything off.
Yeah. I already filed. I had a missing plate, and I already went to the police station. The lady was like, "I'm actually very impressed that you did this. Like most people in your position would never do this. Like, you're doing the right thing." I was like, "Yeah," because I don't want someone to do criminal shit with my found license plate, and then
Yeah, you never get someone puts it on their car and.
Yeah, and so if I ever get like bad insurance, I could, I filed a police report.
Yeah,
I have a copy on file.
That's smart. You're covering your ass there.
I have to, you know. But the next car I get is probably going to be some retarded, like a Dodge Challenger or some shit, like a V8.
Stop the fucking the American muscle cars. Does the Challenger all-wheel drive?
It comes in all-wheel drive.
Get it all-wheel drive.
No, I'm not going to get an all-wheel drive because it only comes V6 all-wheel drive.
Really?
Yeah.
V8s are so unnecessary. I had a friend in high school that had when the Challenger just came back, he had a V8. That car sounded like a ridiculous car. It was so small on the inside, but so loud and big on the outside.
Yeah, they have a saying. It's like 0 to 60, and I'm about to find the fuck out.
Yeah, he crashed it.
Yeah,
because he was 17.
You gotta crash those cars. You have to.
Yeah, I don't like when people are like you crashed the car. It's like, yeah, everyone's gonna fucking do that, especially when you first start doing it. Like
to me, I think like it's successful if you crash it and no one else gets hurt and no one else gets affected. It's just you.
Oh, that's wipe your hands and things, whatever. That's
I don't even have to call insurance.
Yeah, no, I'd be like, oh shit, I fucked. This is like, and that's what makes it better. It's like, okay, I just fucked up, and all I hurt was me.
Yep.
You're like, this is typical.
Yep. You're just out of car, but it's way better than honestly.
I remember actually, I was in the snow and like I hydroplaned and I slammed into a parked car with my dad's car. Actually, it was on my dad's car, and I slammed into a parked car and I smashed his mirror got smashed. Then I went to go look at the other car, nothing, and I was like, well, shit, I don't have to tell anybody. Because I was like, fuck. I'm like, my dad's gonna find out. It's gonna go through insurance. He's gonna be pissed at me. And I'm like,
that wasn't my favorite memory. Do you remember the night? It was like me, you, and Igor. We were flying down. I think I probably shouldn't even say where. We were flying, and we were in that Benz, and then
Surge's Benz.
Yeah. Then we just went.
Oh fuck! I remember that.
Yeah, and then we came outside, and we were like, "Yo, fuck!" And then we were like, "Yo, how come no one's coming outside? Nobody was around." It's like. We went back in the car. It's like, I think we should just drive away.
Yeah. I remember that.
And it's like, yeah, guys, this never happened. We came up with this like way.
See, we know exactly when to call it. We don't ever fly too close to the sun.
Yeah. Because as soon as like we came out, we were waiting. It's like, all right, I think we're good. We're just gonna leave.
I feel like that's what you do. You get a little wait. You're like, let's give a chance. Something.
There's no alarm.
Yeah.
No nothing. It's like, all right, we gotta go.
Why make a big thing of it now?
Yeah.
You start running around being sound the alarm.
It makes me wonder how like our other friends died. It's like, how do you get to, bro. It's like, how do you?
I mean, dying. You could die any day, like any time, but like it seems really hard to do it though.
You must have been going so hard and so dumb. Like dying on Snake Hill, for example, or Toad Hill.
Well, that's what do you call it? That's just evolution, man. That's survival of the fittest.
Like Darwin.
Because you don't learn your fucking lesson the first time. Should you even be driving?
Yeah, I would never. I mean, because when you push it down that place, it's like, first of all, I think it was like winter time too. I think it was like snowy.
I was in my Beamer once and driving down Snake Hill in the snow, and that was the first time I was ever on Snake Hill.
Yeah,
but we guided it down, but it was sliding. It was doing its own
Yeah,
thing.
you just like hold your brake down. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still moving.
Yeah,
Hopefully
yeah.
I don't crash.
Exactly. Yeah, I just kept everything easy. I'm just doing the wheel. I'm like, it's all right. Let's just go with it.
see where it goes. Yeah.
Because that's what you have to do. You have to turn into where the car is turning, and that prevents it from like overlapping and doing all that shit.
Yep. I don't know, but a V8, man, something like it. Just a good time.
Well, I had my SUV was a V8, the Mercury Mountaineer.
Yeah, you hear the.
When I sold it, it was starting to make weird sounds when it started, but it would go away after like 30 seconds.
Probably some water in the whatever.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Like, but it was just like, so when the guy came to look at it, I started the car before we got there. So I'm like, yeah, she runs great. To turn her off.
Keep it running.
Yeah, he gave me the money and then he left, and I'm like,
If you're buying a car at that price point, motherfuckers do not shit.
fucking. I think we charged him $7,500 for a fully loaded 2007 Mercury Mountaineer.
Great sale.
All-wheel. Fucking,
Even if you
I
heard
love that truck. All-wheel drive.
Even
V8
if you heard
engine,
the sound, great sale.
180,000 miles maybe.
Perfect.
But it was an American car.
That was a deal. That's a deal and a half.
Yeah, he got a great deal. It's because I couldn't afford to do maintenance for it. I just couldn't, because I was also abusing the shit out of it driving to Long Island for work.
Yeah. Anyway, with that, we could conclude the second part. I just gotta take a quick rest. All right, we're on to the third part. This is where we talk about movies. And earlier, we were watching a cute little film,
Cute little film.
The Banshees of Inisherin.
Inisherin.
Starring Colin Farrell.
And Brendan Gleeson. I love that fucking movie. It came out the same year and time as Everything Everywhere All at Once. So like its hype got taken away by that, but I think it's a way better movie than Everything Everywhere All at Once.
You didn't see this other Colin Farrell movie? I think that
In Bruges?
No, it was it was in Malaysia. He played as a chronic gambler.
Oh shit! No, I've never seen that. I wanted to see it though.
Oh my god, you got to see that. It's
Yeah.
so good. My favorite scenes in that was his eating scenes, because like there was this whole shtick where he was supposedly stuck in Naraka, and he was one of those like entities there that just had like huge mouths but tiny necks, so they could eat and eat, but they can't be satisfied ever.
Mm-hmm.
And there was just this one scene where he just kept eating like all this expensive shit. It's like, can I get the caviar and blini, please? Can I get the lobster tail, the surf and turf, the shrimp cocktail, oysters? It was like he was just.
You have any tilapia?
Yeah. And he was like, and it looked so good, but he was like gorging himself. Like it was disgusting. It was sick.
I would never treat food that way.
Yeah, he just had so much money though, you know, like, and it was like gambling money, you know. It's like,
see, that's the worst type of money, because like it's not real money. It's not.
Yeah, imagine going to Vegas for like $50 and suddenly you have $300,000. Like,
Yeah,
you're gonna
that's-
start doing like,
Yeah, you're gonna spend that really quick, because like that your mindset is completely like, this isn't my money. Like when I would go to Vegas for sales conventions, my coworker, after like if he hit made some money on like roulette, he would run to like the stores inside the casino. Like he brought like Prada like sneakers and like just really expensive shit. And he's like, it wasn't my money. And he's like, now I'll never lose it.
that's true.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, that's smart at least. Like he still has a mentality of like, this isn't my money, but he's like, at least let me get something physical out of it.
It's like Chuck E. Cheese.
Man, Chuck E. Cheese is like, why can't? Well, I mean, there's Barcade. Barcade is Chuck E. Cheese for adults in a way.
It's like, you know, it's like it's just a grown-up version. It's like your prizes are like Prada shoes and shit.
And Chuck E. Cheese grown-up Chuck E. Cheese will keep 18 pairs of Prada sneakers in different sizes just in case at all times.
Yeah.
No, like, why can't there be like big adult jungle gyms? Is it because we would probably just murder each other?
Well, they do have big adult jungle gyms.
Oh, those are like.
There's like paintball fields and shit, and it's all sorts of stuff.
Sure, I should do that, man.
Is that what you want? You want to get your violent side out? Do some jujitsu. That's what all the white boys are doing these days.
But I'm not like most white boys. But jujitsu would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
My aunt took jujitsu. But when I was a kid, like I wasn't like interested, but then she started calling it kung fu, and I got very interested.
I do kung fu.
She would go to the place. I think it's not there anymore, but it was on like Bradley, not Bradley. No, yeah, Bradley and between like between Beach and Post, because it was like around the corner from her house.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few places on Staten Island.
Well, that place was there for a long time. I know.
Yeah,
I can't tell you if she was any good though. I've never seen her do anything.
Well, the thing is, like, it's one of those questions that there's no point in asking. Like, as a martial artist, even, like, I'll never want to be like, if a person is like running a business or running their fucking school, like, and even if I personally didn't think they were good, I would never want to call it out, because it's like, you can't. There's only one way to prove that. There's only one way to settle. Once you make a claim, like once one martial artist says about another martial artist, it's like, yo, this guy's trash. There's only one response. There's only one real response to that, and you don't
challenge, right?
You don't want to deal with that. Who the fuck wants to deal with that? So if you're not a retard and you practice martial arts, the last thing you're gonna want to do is go and like say another even if they are trash, even if you know they're trash, even if you fucked them up before, there's nothing to be gained from saying it's like, yo, that guy's trash. And you see it in like MMA, like professional MMA. They do it all the time. They make a whole sport and business out of it.
Well, because they're trying to find the balance between doing professional wrestling and legitimate sport.
Yeah, because it's a combat sport.
Even though they own both.
But nothing good ever really comes from that. Nothing good ever.
No, because these people get hit in their head for a fucking living, and you can only do that so many times. And like once you start losing, that's it. You have no credibility anymore. It's not like wrestling where like you could be like, yeah, come, I want you to like watch me get beat up. Like, but like it's just that doesn't, because it's just like embarrassing to watch somebody be completely like overwhelmed by someone who's a spirit fighter. Like you ever watch like the CM Punk fight that he did, the one UFC fight he did?
And he just fucked the guy up?
No. The guy that was facing him like didn't take him, like just took him down, had him on his back, and just didn't take him seriously, and like just like kept his arms down and would just like flail his arms and like hit him in the face like every few seconds, like without any form, like he was sitting there running out the clock, like he didn't, like someone probably told him don't embarrass CM Punk and knock him out.
He was just playing with him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was like this is a farce. This isn't like, this guy isn't on my level, but I'm not gonna like hurt him. Like it's not his fault.
I don't think it's a level thing too. I think, well, yeah, it is a level thing, but it's not like a level of skill. It's a level of like killing instinct, you know, like the instinct. It's like, I'm not trying to win, I'm trying to hurt you. And like, you know,
or you're trying to survive, and like you have
like
to,
athletes at the top level get to that point of like, yo, he's good, I'm good in terms of skill. The only thing I can bank on, who wants him more, who's more aggressive, who wants to hurt the other guy more. I want to hurt this guy, I hate him, and that's gonna like carry me in this fight.
That's
so
why
it's like
in basketball, Jordan was like the best, because he was like
he had a killer instinct,
greatest shit talker. Like
he's
ever.
like, dude, I'm trying to ruin your whole fucking
career.
career.
He's like, who the fuck are you? I'm Michael Jordan. Like, and when you
no, it's not that. I see it though. Like, if you're an athlete, whether you're the best or not, it's irrelevant when you work harder than everyone else in your field. Because if you work harder than everyone else in your field, at first, you're just the obsessed guy. Well, but eventually that turns into, oh wow, you're the best now. I wonder why. How is he the best? How is he? Because people forget that one time he was just the obsessed guy. Yeah. He was just the guy who was working harder than everyone else without anything to show for it. That's all he was. People failed to see that.
That's how
I became like a fucking sensei. And everyone's like, a couple of my friends are like, how are you a sword master at 34 years old? And I'm like, first of all, I'm not a master. Second of all, it's like, because I was obsessed. I was I was a loser about it, and I didn't give a shit.
Being a young sensei again, like I think I have a friend that was a sensei, so I think it's a pretty fucking cool accomplishment.
But it's not like I'm ever gonna like be a tough guy. I can't carry.
Well, no, you could. If you're a sensei, you're not gonna be a tough guy.
No, I couldn't, because it's like I can't carry a sword with me everywhere.
No, it's frowned upon. Not in all states.
Whereas these other guys, they could do some serious damage with their bare hands, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, like UFC fighters have like their hands like registered weapons.
Yeah,
they can't just punch regular people.
I will say this though: if you're trained in anything and you're dealing with a guy who's constantly trying to throw the first like hit, and you practice a lot, that's like a gift. Any guy who like comes and telegraphs that they're gonna hit first, or like shows intention of hitting first, like, bro, that should be an instant win. Unless he's just so strong and the physical like superiority.
Or you're that caught off guard by
or if he's trained too.
I was gonna say, well, actually, wouldn't it be harder if he wasn't trained? Well,
No, I think it'd be. Let me get the
sorry.
lighter.
oh, see, that's
No, it'd be easier if he wasn't trained, and just
That's what I
like
said,
super
yeah.
angry. Yeah, it would be hard. Yeah,
because you
yeah.
couldn't. He'd be unpredictable. Because you wouldn't like be able to see like why, like where's he coming from? Why is he?
But
doing
there's
what he's
guys that look untrained, but they clearly are, and it's the wrestlers. The wrestlers will fuck your shit up.
doing?
Honestly, in any given street fight, like or bar fight or whatever, it's the wrestlers. You have to really, they'll kill you without throwing a single fucking punch.
They're
They're like worse than jiu-jitsu guys, because the jiu-jitsu guys at least will have to take you to the ground before doing like serious damage. Those wrestling guys, they could shoot from like a crouch position, like on a kneed position. They could literally lift you up, suplex you, and you end up like snapping your neck on a table or something. Like they're that strong. They're that crazy. Like,
I did like do wrestling for like a little bit, and I was like, oh, like this is.
it's just like we're just
this
squaring
makes
around the ground.
sense,
It's like
like-
nah, man, they'll fucking they'll wreck your shit.
I wasn't like I was like short enough, but not like strong enough at least to fully perfect my skills as a wrestler. Because I could shoot, but I couldn't really.
It's just
get anybody
tiring. It's so tiring. You need at least a couple years of conditioning to be an effective wrestler against other wrestlers. But after like half a year's training of wrestling, like Greco-Roman wrestling, you're gonna kill any like average person. Like if you're dedicated like half a year practice, like 6 months of just straight up like Olympic style, Western style wrestling, like you're gonna fucking wreck dudes. Because to be that dedicated, you have to do some strength training and shit.
My little cousin is he's 10. He's like one of the highest ranked wrestlers the highest ranked wrestler in Missouri in his age group.
Yeah.
And they want to now move to Pennsylvania because they have a way better program for it.
I mean, there are people who could beat people like that. Honestly, they're not unstoppable. And the people who are,
I'm gonna say it was unstoppable.
I mean, like grapplers, because grapplers are in a sense like unstoppable. Like especially if you're a strong grappler, then you could take whatever hit because you know how to take it and you know how to reverse it, and they're fucked. Now the dudes that I can actually beat them, the only types that I've seen consistently like scare the shit out of them are the Muay Thai fighters. Like those tall, long-limbed freaks, like they'll just fucking like
Those
those.
just like, dude, that's not cool. You have more of a reach.
Yeah, but it could be anyone's game. That's why it's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
To see like a Muay Thai champion who could like literally end your life with a kick, like a roundhouse kick to the side of the temple, versus a wrestler who's like fucking almost 300, like pushing 300 pounds, and he could just fucking like lift you up and like just crush you.
Like Brock Lesnar.
Like use the earth against you, like use the earth as a weapon against you. Like that's insane. So when you see those two kinds of guys fight, it's like watching Greek gods battle. You know,
That's what like professional wrestling is.
It's supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah.
But UFC really did it for real. You know?
Yeah. And I respect for UFC for what it is, but it just has to. It has to. It has to figure out what it really wants to do.
No, they figured it out already. They know what they want to do. You know who didn't figure it out?
But it's not. But it's not working. I think they should lean more into some.
What do you mean it's not working? It's like the biggest thing right now.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not as big as it used to be.
A lot more people care about UFC than say like WWE or something.
Well, yeah, those are two different things. I'm not comparing them.
They were built along a very same path, though.
Yeah, and now they're both owned by the same company.
Of course.
Yeah, but yeah, I wasn't implying like the two different things. Like I just mean like UFC has to like if someone starts winning, like they have to like start building character to them, or like coaching them, or like setting things up, like teaching guys how to build up like a big fight feeling to stuff. Like Conor was really good at that.
I don't think they
like
care about that.
Conor made you want to fucking see.
I don't think they care about that shit anymore because now it's all about money. I think what happens now is like it's just like in the early days of UFC. You know who was like the biggest money to back it? You know why UFC is even a thing now? It's rich Arabs.
Yeah.
Rich Arabs were the guys.
Not Macy's, the family.
Gracie family.
Gracie's, yeah.
Yeah. It was rich Arabs who were really the ones that put money because you had like all these fucking like underground cage fight matches, and then the rich Arabs were the ones who were like, yo, we could actually offer these fighters twice as much as they're getting to come to our country where they could fight like guys that we choose, that we back with our money, and that was like the birth of UFC essentially. Because then you had it was a tournament to see what style was the best.
I mean, that's how it was built.
And all the martial artists endorsed it because it was exactly what they needed. That's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what competitive martial arts is about.
It
It's the
had that-
money,
it-
it's the glory, it's the women.
Combat sports
Yeah.
had to happen because like that was boiling, that was going somewhere. Like you had all these people that were invested like in this thing, and like
You think about it from the
Whether
athlete's point
it's-
of view.
whether
It's like,
it's-
dude, I sacrificed my body for this. You're saying if you offer me the chance to like sacrifice my life or win $2 million, I'm gonna go win the $2 million, bro. You're saying I don't believe in the fucking 20 years I put into this shit? Yeah. You're saying I don't believe in my fucking 20 years of like taking down guy after guy after guy in a jiu-jitsu tournaments? Nah, give me your fucking UFC fighter. I will scrub the fucking floor with them for this $2 million. And they did. So many of them did.
you know they
And so many of them died, and so many of them got crushed. Like,
you know why a lot of like there obviously there have been, but like not a ton of like great amateur wrestlers like go into professional wrestling.
Brock Lesnar
because Lesnar did.
He was
but
a freak, though.
Lesnar's a fucking freak of nature.
he's a freak of nature.
Yeah, he's
he's like 7 foot tall or some shit.
no,
he's
he's probably 6'4"
Still
for
big,
real.
yeah.
Oh no, but he's huge. He's a huge human being. His traps like he's like people aren't built that way.
I'm pretty sure if he took a woman in his arms and like squeezed hard enough, he could kill her.
He could kill anyone he wants to. He really could. If he was holding anyone, he could kill them. Yeah. But he's like an example of like an amateur going into professional wrestling. But like what stopped like a lot of guys from doing it was like they would like well I can't lose any matches, and it's like what are you talking about? Of course, like it's not real. It's like well yeah, but like how like what if I'm supposed to be the ultimate fight guy and I lose a match? Like what does that say about my ultimate fighting? It's not good enough. So either I win every match or I don't.
I'm not a performer.
I'm a wrestler. Yeah, I'm a fighter.
But that's why UFC is great though, because UFC still has room to like. I'm going to try to be the best performer, and they do. Like you had Conor McGregor. He was a fantastic. But martial arts says you can only stay at the top for so long. That's the rule of fighting.
100%.
We're not talking about fighting promotions. We're talking about just martial arts. Like what
I know, and that's a built-in problem. Yeah. Is that like you can only get hit in the head for so long
unless you start figuring out robot bodies to turn you like at your peak.
Oh, but we're gonna start getting implants and like it'll be like what's that ship called? The ship that is it still the same ship if over time like you had to replace it with all new parts?
Yeah, the battleship, you mean?
Yeah, I forget the name of the ship, but like, is it like that? Like, one day we would just be like,
it's not the same ship.
Yeah, it's not like it's like we have robot Mike Tyson, and it's like they say over 3 of Mike Tyson's teeth are in that robot.
I think it's fair.
Which legally makes him Mike Tyson.
I think it's fair. For example,
what kind of like existential? How would that be though? Imagine your consciousness.
For example, like they should be like when you're young, you're judged based on like how good of a boxer you are, like as in your natural body. Then when you're old, as a champion, then it's like, well, yeah, you can't keep up with these young bucks, but now you could join the higher league of the prosthetic league,
The prosthetic. Well, that's when you flame out, I guess, right?
Yeah, but you're still performing at a higher pace and you have the experience to back it up. Like only the top guys can move on to this level. Meanwhile, you get like young guys from China. It's like, hey, I was born with these implants, okay?
Illegal implants.
Yeah, we'll get wild. I'm excited. I love martial arts, man. I think it's like a great, because to me, martial arts is never about like the battles between two guys. To me, the best part of martial arts was like the battle between a guy and himself. It's martial arts. Like every battle, it's
a discipline.
Yeah. I mean, there's two kinds of like martial arts battles, right? There's the one where it's spontaneous, where it just happened. None of us planned this. And it's like, skill is less than that, Because like at that point, it's just who's got the greater killer instinct. However, when the battle is planned, when the duel is planned, it's like your skill is against mine. We meet like tomorrow or 2 days from now or a year from now at this time. Then it's like you have that much time to prepare. You have that much time to meditate, to consider, to get in your own head about it, to get in his head about it. It's like, so it's like you fall in love with the person. Not to sound gay, but it's true. Like it's like you develop such a strong relationship with your nemesis.
Yeah.
Because you realize like basically your life is on the line.
Yeah.
Whether it's like millions of dollars or whether it's like, your actual life,
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's like,
that's why pro wrestlers will work at other wrestlers that they don't fucking like personally, but it's because like they're not going to hurt me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I trust them. They're too much professional to do
but
that.
But that's what martial arts is about too. Like I can't train with a guy I don't trust. Like you can't be dojo mates with a person.
You can't be a fucking shady. And
that's
master.
the point of a dojo. We help each other train. And if one of us happens to be the best, the top dog, then so be it. We all help each other.
The closest thing we have left is slave labor.
There you go. Consensual slave labor.
No, I'm gonna run a dojo. Hire an old Chinese guy to.
No, you
play
gotta
with
be
the
a
master.
you gotta be the dojo executive, and I gotta be the dojo operator. Like I gotta
100%.
be
I'll
like
do the business part.
I
you
gotta be the
dojo.
big boss, and you gotta be like Kazuhira Miller, you know, like of Outer Haven.
I have to be like the business end.
I'll be the retarded killing machine, and you just be like Snake,
Hey man, he pays his bills. All right.
Snake, do this, go this, and we'll make a lot of money for the dojo. I'll be like, all right,
for the dojo.
I'm like, are you sure this guy looks pretty big? And you're like, do it. We'll get a lot of money, and everything will work out.
Think of the dojo.
And then I'll get fucked up, and I'll kill him, and I'll be like, did I do good? And you'll be like, yeah, you got a lot of money for the dojo.
You did good. The dojo will not forget.
See, I'm
this.
willing to play that role. I'm willing to take the lumps. I'm willing to take the fucking hits. I've taken plenty of fucking hits, like on my way to being sent. Dude, I've taken
But I need
hard
to do
hits
it for something, man.
I've taken hard hits as a martial artist. I have, and it's like it would be nice to know I could do it for something for myself. I can't be too selfish. Like as long as doing it for myself doesn't involve like killing people and hurting people, like that's fine. Like if I could do it to entertain people, it's like, ladies and gentlemen, step right up to watch this Asian man do some fantastic things with the sword. Watch him cut this melon.
Come around all and watch the fantastic magical Asian man spin his sword around.
That's basically it. But the problem is if you do that,
The exotic Asian man.
if you do that long enough, then you're gonna get some asshole from China. It's like, he's bullshit. He's just a performer. His swordsmanship isn't real, and I'd have to be like, oh,
It's phony.
Oh shit.
You would have done really good in
and if I don't fight him, then our business.
Yeah,
goes to
exactly. You
shit.
have to. Yeah.
Sounds fun though. Sounds exciting. It's like, well, I gotta do this, Chris. I'm
That's-
sorry. It's like, I'm sorry, boss. If I don't fight him, then our whole business goes to shit. We gotta do this. What if we just
That's how old school wrestling was.
What if we put like eye drops in his food or some shit? Like,
they're like in the old school like wrestling, small wrestling companies like in the South, like they had policies that like if you like wrestlers would go out and drink and do a bunch of drugs, but they're like if you ever get into a fight, like you better fucking finish that fight. Like you had to like if someone wanted to fight you, like you had to beat the shit out of them.
yeah.
Yeah, because you
You have
couldn't
to
look
finish
like
it.
you didn't. Yeah, you had to fucking. You
Finish
better make
it.
sure you beat the shit out of them. Yeah,
You know what's funny though? It's like,
and like there's been wrestlers who like went to like court for assault, but the wrestling company would just pay it.
yeah, because they had to do it.
They would get them a really good lawyer. Yeah.
Well, put it this way: it's like there's two kinds of like martial arts fights. There's duels, right? Where it's like, well, there's two kinds of mindsets when you're approaching a fight as like a duel. The first mindset is I want to win. I want to win to prove that I'm better than this guy, right?
I want to be the very best. Like,
Yeah,
like no one ever
because
was.
like we have a formal challenge going on. Then there's the second type where they're not martial artists, they're warriors. Meaning, I don't want to prove I'm better than him. I don't want to prove anything.
I just want to survive.
I want to kill him.
Yeah.
So if
just
that
wanna
means
survive.
like 2 days before the duel, I could like put cyanide in your food and kill you. I'm gonna do it. That means you were the lesser warrior. That means you suck, dude. That means I got you, man. Like if you're not stupid, that you shouldn't have never have fallen for that.
It's like that movie, not Seven Samurai. It's
No, this is like I'm talking like CIA, KGB shit. They're real warriors in my opinion. They're real warriors. As in like you talk about, oh, they don't fight with honor. I'm like, dude, for that, like, dude, they're real. They're true.
It benefits them if you think they have honor.
Like yeah, we think about like
It benefits
we think
them.
about samurai and like versus the ninja. The ninja were superior because the samurai were like dog and pony motherfuckers, like putting
It was a
on
show, yeah.
Meanwhile, the ninjas were like, yo, watch this,
Like,
and he put like fucking.
What if we tried killing people when we're trying to kill people?
Yeah. Meanwhile, ninjas were like, yeah, let's try to kill the people, like
When they're sleeping.
yeah, it was like instead of like looking like we're trying to kill the people, let's
And instead of telling everyone our fucking name and our face, signing autographs.
It's like, yo, doesn't he sleep with some prostitute that hates his guts? Like, dude, let's just pay her more money and like she'll kill the dude. Like, yo, this is how real war works. I think this is real warfare. I don't believe in the whole
100%,
fucking.
100%.
I don't believe in the whole fucking like, yo, we're the most badass fucking firing team. Like, we'll kick down doors and we'll go and clear. No, I believe in like. Dude, poison the general. Like poison the fucking general. Like blackmail him. Yeah. Maybe you don't have to poison him. Maybe you could use him. Maybe you could use him to kill his own lieutenants.
Is that in the 48 Laws?
I don't know. It just makes more sense to me.
It does make sense
because I've seen all these movies and I've seen the debates. I've seen a lot of philosophical debates in books, and like a lot of the argument is like, is it okay to fight in a dishonorable way? And I say this. If you put me in command of a body of like men who have like, I don't know, like wives and shit and all that gay shit, and you give me the opportunity to like slit my enemy's throat in their sleep, I have to take it.
I don't
because isn't it irresponsible?
I want as many of my guys to get home as
Isn't
possible,
that the point, right?
and I will do anything to make sure that happens.
So it's like if I have a chance to fight a little dirty, if it means like I could just stab them while they're fucking sleeping, like maybe that's maybe what's wrong with that?
That's the argument for the atom bomb. Like,
exactly.
It's like how much war prevented. It's like you can't argue with that. Like no Americans died.
Like what? Are you not satisfied
day.
Unless like we're all out in those stupid fucking islands?
Exactly. Like you want to you want just more and more people to die just fighting this endless.
Or could we just
nip it in the bud?
Do the math.
Yeah.
And any smart person, like even if you told like a retarded president that, he's like he would go to his smart person. He would have a sense.
Do you think
to do
it's
that.
so genius to do it twice to show that like you could do it and you could do it again? They did 2 cities and 2 bombs.
Like, probably necessary mathematically, right?
No, I think that was the intention. Like they built 2 because they wanted to show that they could do it again, like at any moment, like because from the get go they planned 2 bombings.
Could you imagine if those bombs like landed in Europe? That would have been some shit.
That's a go war crime. Well, there's parts of France you still can't go to because of Agent Orange from World War One.
So imagine like.
It's actually it's like a lot like restricted zones, but like I mean like you got to say at least like they started doing chemical warfare in World War One and they were like, oh shit, this is
the
bad.
Truth is you can't just drop 2 nukes in Europe. If they dropped nukes in Europe, it would have to have been along a whole border, and it would have had to like actually like cover the whole border area, possibly between Russia and Germany.
What do you mean?
Like you can't just drop 2 nukes somewhere in Europe. Like you have to drop a lot more to do a tactical, effective nuclear strike in Europe.
Well, you would theoretically want to.
You would do multiple things. You would either do like along a coastline, along a borderline, or you would do in specific strategic corners.
I think what you'd do is you would target like an icon or a city that Europeans respect.
Not just one city. You'd have to do multiple cities.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying pick places like that. Places where like everyone's gonna feel it, even if it's not.
I don't think so. I don't think they would target cities. I think they would target like huge border zones, like battle zones, front lines in Europe if they had to drop. But by then, it was only Japan, right? Japan was the only ones left fighting around.
They were the holdouts, yeah.
Perfect timing, actually, to use the nukes. Honestly,
yeah, I do like. You know, it's. I will say that from the movie Oppenheimer, like I never thought about how like they sold the bomb on like being like it's like this deserves to be used on the Germans. Like we have to do this before the Germans do it. Like the whole intention was they were going to bomb the Germans, and then the Germans dropped out, and they're like, well, let's do it on the Japanese. And it's just like that's a pretty horrific thing to do. Like it was probably a lot like it would have been easier if they had done it to Germans. Then again.
Do you think if they didn't drop the nukes, the war would have still ended in the West's favor?
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Yeah, just more people would have died. More resources would have been wasted, yeah. And that'd be less time everyone spends rebuilding. That's kind of fucking like... War would look shit. I'd be so pissed if like a bunch of buildings blew up in my city. It'd be really shitty. I mean, some buildings are okay, but not all buildings. Like,
well, it would be like living in Tehran or Israel.
Well, I mean, again... Israel just stopped moving into people's backyards.
The Jews, you mean?
No, I mean the Israelis. Not all Jews are Zionist Israelis.
I mean, not real Jews then.
No, it doesn't matter.
Apparently, to the Jews, it does matter.
Oh yeah, of course it matters to them. Yeah, because they're elitist. They're Zionists. It's
because they're all apparently descendants of Abraham.
We're all descendants of Abraham. All of us. Everybody.
Well, that's what I say. I say anyone could be a Jew. A lot of Jews don't like hearing that.
No, of course not. Because it's like, no, you understand. My mother's half Jewish.
No, because to me, it's like, I think it's not in the blood. I think it's in the word and the practice. But maybe there is something different about Jews where they have like, you know, blood ties with King Solomon or something.
I don't... I don't think... those lineages are like there's that many like direct lineages. I think people have like just died out. Like
no, I don't think the line of Solomon or David is dead.
But you couldn't possibly find. You could.
It's probably redundant.
Eventually, you will find somebody. if you go back far enough with me and you, eventually you will find that we are probably both related to Genghis Khan somehow. But in different like levels, or like we could both be related to who you were just saying, but just like, in different
but
branches.
Genghis Khan
levels.
wasn't like seen, wasn't real, not just seen, but wasn't like pointed out as like a child of God. You know, wasn't as the holy people.
Oh, because he was fucking realistic about what he did.
No,
like,
I mean, but maybe there were. We don't know if there weren't. Like,
well, no, the
people
Jews
that
are
were.
honest about it. They go into like, what do you call it? God in a certain part of the Bible is like a general. Like he's even described differently. He's like a wartime god because when the Hebrews come to they leave Egypt and they go to the Canaan, which is their promised land, which would be Israel. They killed all the Canaanites, and then they inhabited the whole area. And then they had wars with Jericho where they like
King Solomon
blew up its walls. Yeah, King Solomon built up all their
then he
glory,
lost
and
his
then,
fucking mind. Then David stepped up as the boy who actually took down the giants. But the giants is the anomaly, though. So what the fuck is that?
No, Solomon's David's son.
What?
Solomon's the last king. So there's three there's three kings of Israel. There's Saul, there's Saul, David, and then there's Solomon. Solomon's David's son.
All right, King Saul,
Yeah.
the one who went crazy.
No, Solomon went crazy too.
Oh.
They all like all three of them fuck up at the end.
Yeah.
Like it's just like Saul starts fucking like no, like David's fucking someone's wife. It's like, dude, you're the king. You gotta fuck someone's wife, like, and like you put him on the front lines and then like die in a war so you can keep fucking his wife. It's like, bro, what's your problem? Like how? Like come on.
Hey, I killed the fucking giant with that rock. Okay.
Yeah,
I should be allowed.
God's like, dude, like come on, man. I don't ask much.
He did.
I let you kill a giant. a neophyte, whatever. I let you kill the last one.
I don't think those people.
But then after Solomon died, his sons argued, and then the country split into Israel and then Judah, and had two separate kings. But then Israel, which was the northern part, got conquered by somebody like 100 years later.
Honestly, though, like I don't think necessarily like the existence of a one true God has to be true for it to be the most powerful and unifying idea. Like even if there weren't multiple gods, even if there wasn't one true God, the idea of a one true God overpowers the multiple God theory by a lot, don't you think? Can you say visa? Like I said.
Oh, sure, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry for drinking so much.
Don't you ever apologize for that? Well, no, actually, no. You can't apologize for that in appropriate moments.
I shouldn't apologize to you, you Irishman.
Hey, this is I get drunk, very responsibly. Unless I don't, but most times I do. It's classy. I keep it very classy.
Yeah.
You would never know I was drunk until I stopped making any sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just get regular drunk. I mean, I try
the regular kind.
Yeah, I try not to get too drunk. I mean, like even when
and I don't think it's not hard to not get too drunk.
Yeah, like the most drunk I like usually 9 times out of 10 I get is I start slurring my words, but that's really it. But then after that, it's like blackout. I haven't been blackout in a long time. It's been a long time.
I blacked out once last year, but before that I didn't. Nothing too
the
bad.
The only way I could get blackout is if you gave me like a lot of cocaine or a lot of espresso, and then I
would black out if I was on coke.
What?
You'd black out if you were on coke?
Because usually I would pass out because like I would pass out because like.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I would get like because I do a lot of like exercise. So by the time I'm doing a lot of coke, I'm already like probably worked out for 2 hours that day or some shit. So I pass out a lot. So it's like the only way to like really get me that belligerently, uncontrollably drunk is if it's like I got that drunk, you kept me up, and then you kept me drinking and still kept me up.
Yeah.
Then I would be like, then you'll see like something that's not me. Like you'll see something else.
I know when I could like recognize when I get there, and I'll be like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. This isn't gonna go where I want it to go.
Oh yeah. I mean, but sometimes like when I did get there, like I was kind of glad for it, you know, just to see what I would do. Most of the time, it's pretty harmless, you know.
Yeah.
At least I don't. You know, like one thing that bothers me is like I know people that black out and they start peeing in places where they shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, at least I was never that kind of blackout.
Yeah, no, I don't think I ever did anything.
That bothers me. I'm like, dude, why did you piss on my cat? And they're like, I thought it was the toilet. And I'm like,
It's like, but that's hardly an excuse.
it's like, I clearly remember getting up, going to the toilet and pissing. It's like, no, you pissed in my fridge.
See, what bothers me is that like I've never peed on any of my friends' things, so when they do, they're like, you know, it's hard to be very accommodating to such an act. Because like, hey man, like I don't accidentally pee on your shit. You try not to accidentally pee on mine. I don't think it's that hard.
One time it was like me, Sean Ledwith, and Liz. We were in Sean's basement.
Oh Lord.
And we drank a lot. Like,
Yeah.
And we didn't just drink. We did a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
And like the last thing I remember that night before like the day where everything was normal again was like I wake up, must have been like 3, 4. I see like Liz, like my vision was mad blurry. And like she gets on the lazy boy couch. Her pants are off. Like I remember because I saw her bare-legged.
Nice.
And then like I hear peeing. And then I close my eyes again, open my eyes, and I see her pulling her pants up, close my eyes again, open them up, and she's like laying down again. And then I asked her about it the next morning. I was like,
I wouldn't do that.
I was like, did you know you pissed on Sean's couch? She's like, no, I went to the bathroom. What are you talking about? And I just dropped it. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, yeah, you're right. I didn't say anything.
It's your
else.
world.
I was like, whatever. But that's how I knew. Because my dad did that to me too. Like one time, like I fell asleep on the couch and he comes home drunk. And I pretended to sleep because like I didn't want to deal with his shit like while he was drunk. Yo, he gets up like in the middle of the night before he passes out. He gets up. Like I feel like I hear something like drizzling on my leg. I see he's pissing on the couch that I'm sitting on. He can't see me because he's that fucked up. And then like he passes out into the couch, and then my stepmom comes out, and then I'm looking down, and she looks at me, and then she's like looking at me like I pissed on the couch, and I was like, holy shit. I'm like, no, it wasn't me. Like it took her a minute, like 'cause she didn't believe me for a second, but then she saw how drunk he was, and she was like, oh, okay. Like it was just so bad. I was like, fuck. But yeah, that's how I realized like people piss in weird places when they're drunk. I've seen someone else also piss in a fridge.
I just don't know why you would do that. It's really irresponsible.
I asked him the next day. He said, yo, I thought I was using the bathroom. I literally remember getting up and going to the bathroom. I was like, bro, you didn't go to the bathroom. I think they mixed up like going to the fridge to get a drink and using the bathroom like in one thing. That's what I think happened.
I don't know, because I mean, I can't tell you what it's like to be blackout drunk because I don't know.
I've just seen it like secondhand, you know.
Yeah. I have a similar story, not as traumatizing as yours. A little less traumatizing.
Wow, with the dad pissing.
Yeah, mine's a little less traumatizing. But I was on vacation with the friend, and we were in the hotel room had two queen beds. There's 4 of us. We split the room, so me and my friend are in our bed. Someone in the other bed like wakes up like early at like I don't know. They wake up early and they just watch this friend of mine get up off the bed, turn around and start peeing on the bed that I am laying in. And then I woke up later.
You're like
I have a towel on me.
He's like, yo, bro,
and
I don't know how to tell you this, but he literally got up and just peed on you and went back to sleep like he did nothing wrong.
Yeah. Because I was looking at him like, because at first I woke up and like they weren't talking to me yet, so I'm looking around like, why am I moist there? I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
You know what I think?
Like
though?
This couldn't have happened.
I think because in any other situation,
but someone watch it happen to me.
Any other situation, taken at face value, it would have been okay for you to just beat the shit out of him. But I think in this case, it's not right. You know, because it's not the right case. Because that he didn't do it intentionally. He didn't think to himself like, I'm gonna piss on Chris Dive. No, I think he just.
I did while he was sleeping. I did like beat him with a pillow for like a minute.
Yeah, but I don't think he meant to do that though. Do you?
No, I think he meant to do it.
I don't think so either.
But it's just the audacity.
How dare you pee on me and not?
Dude, it's just else. I have to respond. That's not. I can't just let something like that slide. That's not. It's like, oh sure, yeah. It's.
Was he a sleepwalker?
Yeah, he's a sleepwalker. Yeah, I know you do it on purpose. But it's just like I can't show weakness here. I need to.
If there's a person,
I want to make sure
I'll get eaten alive.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I got to make sure I kill you.
I'm also like conditioning you to like associate peeing anywhere near me with pain.
Yeah, that has to happen.
Yeah, it's he was sleeping. I'm like fucking hit him with the pillow. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like,
it's It's like people who argue with me when I say like you can't beat the Tourette's out of someone. I'm saying you can do it, not that you should, not that you would.
I mean, you could.
I'm just saying it's possible.
You could beat a lot of things out of people, but
yeah,
it's not.
It's
you're
not
going to
ethical.
get. Yeah, you're not going to get a great person after, but
it's possible. So it's like there's a reason why, you know, like people would resort to violence to fix it. It's called percussive maintenance.
Well, that's what. So Dominic, he stopped the cycle.
Yeah.
Killed himself.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like peeing.
Yeah, I don't pee in strange places. I've managed to make the bathroom.
You try not to pee in strange
places. I do my best not to pee in strange places. I can't say like it's not. Outside could be a strange place. I pee in strange places outside, but not.
I don't give a fuck about peeing outside. Like if I saw.
Yeah, no. As long as I'm not like I'm out of the public eye, like I'm not like just fucking peeing on you as you're walking by.
The
like,
only thing I draw the
pee.
line at is pooping outside.
That I could not do.
And also another thing I draw the line is try to do it so no one could see you. Don't just like do it brazenly, you know. Like try to be creative and like find a good spot, you know. Because if you don't practice your creativity and find a good spot, then you're gonna just get people pissing at the same spot. And
well, there's probably the homeless people that like are just fucking quick. Like they walk by, they just stop, drop.
That's what I do. You know how hard it is to piss in Manhattan?
Hey, Mom Donnie, you can pee anywhere you want.
Look, I'm spoiled being a Staten Islander because as a Staten Islander, I could be walking in the street. I'll be like, all right, I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss. And I could just go and like, I could literally probably walk under like 50 paces and find like a secluded spot to piss in Staten Island.
I would also just threaten to pee in their store if they didn't let me. Because it's just like, dude, it's like, just let me take a piss. I wouldn't. Yeah.
Well,
if I had to, I'd have.
I'll give you $5 to tell me where you guys go to pee right now. And when they say the bathroom is not like
there's no bathroom. I'm like, no, it's fucking illegal for there to be no bathroom in here. It's a bathroom you don't want to fucking show me. You have a bathroom, or else it'd be a fucking huge violation if you didn't. Now where the fuck is it? Like around the clock. Like their fucking bathroom is like in a basement. It's like a long walk.
Really?
Yeah, but they let me
through a
use
labyrinth.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, you walk down this narrow hallway and it's all stone and storage under there, and then like it's like an unfurnished basement. So even the bathroom is like all exposed shit.
I like that.
Yeah, it's nice. I liked it. It was a long walk, but I appreciated it. I remember their kindness.
Shit. So other than that, how's life in general?
She goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes. I'm going to Florida this weekend. Then I'm not traveling anymore. Well, not anymore. I'm just not gonna. I don't want to get in a plane for a while.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You know what you should do? You should get more into. I don't know. You like video games?
I like video games.
We could game together. You like? I don't know. You like? What do you like? I like martial arts, but I don't like shoving that because like it's like you get hurt. You know, I can't just like, for example, I like to treat everyone the same. So like you're a dude, and if I suggested martial arts to you, you could get down with it. But if I was talking to like I don't know, like a 24-year-old woman, you know, and like I'm like you should get into martial, and she's like I don't want to do that. I'm like yeah, fair enough. You know, I could totally. I mean, she just wants to do girly shit. It's fine. You know. So maybe you should get into I don't know. You like cars? Actually, don't get into cars yet.
No, it's not a habit I can afford.
What about bicycles?
Not really. I got some things in mind. I do. I want to start getting myself a little bit busier.
Like what? With what?
I just find something just I find relaxing, comfortable.
Like
That's
what? Like share it with me, man.
Yeah.
It's best to do it with friends.
I don't have anything like in particular in mind. Like it's a few things like writing sketches and doing sketches with Farouk. You're free to join as well.
Word. I could help you. I want to help produce.
No, you can help produce.
Yeah, man. I would love to help produce some sketches. Just got to find good acting talent. Well, no,
so that's the problem.
Because
you just had me and Farouk.
Why don't you just like produce it on AI?
I couldn't do that. I'm making art.
What if you made animated pieces? It's better to use AI then.
So I mean that's not a bad idea. I think actually animating it probably be better.
It would be
because I feel like it's just gonna.
You're
look
not trying to use AI to make
quality.
it look real. Like you're just not using Korean slave labor to animate your cartoons. You're using honest to God robots.
No one does that anymore.
Yeah, they do.
No, now everything's nothing's hand drawn anymore.
No, I mean they're still using like Korean.
Oh, sure, yeah, but they're
just
just not tracing and like coloring and drawing anymore.
But there's honor in that, you know. At least there's like prestige in that. Now they don't even have the prestige. Now it's just a bunch of nerds like sitting behind a computer for like minimum wage, you know.
And it's not like they're the best. It's just that they cost the least.
At least now you could fuck those like producers over who do it that way. It's like fuck you. Now we don't. Now we're gonna compete with you, and we don't have to use studios full of like Korean slave laborers.
No, you do. You can't like the cost is like astronomical.
What for AI?
Oh no, not for AI, but
for a studio, yeah, it's gonna cost you like a huge like tens of thousands of dollars, whereas you could only pay like a couple $100 a month to make a full-fledged cartoon. Like that's sick.
Yeah, and also I wouldn't want to look like cheap and just underproduced. So I think maybe animating it might be a good idea, idea, because that animation looks better. Looks better than just bad lighting.
Because the schlocky Vine age is done.
Yeah,
you know, like that was good. That was a good time. It was a really good time. Like Bo Burnham made a career out of it. You know,
I like Bo Burnham.
It was a good time, but it's over. Now it's like the only right way to use AI for like video elements, I think, is animating. You can't do it like trying to mimic real life. That's fucked up. People are gonna use that for evil shit. You know.
What do you mean? You can't let AI's animation get too realistic?
No, I mean that's not the honorable way to use it for like producing video media. You know, like why try to mimic like real actors when there's real actors that exist? Why not use it to make cartoons and animations?
Yeah.
It's way more creative, first of all, and there's way more possibilities.
Yeah, I agree.
Why sit there and try to like what are you appealing to when you use AI to try to mimic like, you know,
because
like,
I don't like it. I wouldn't be using it to mimic anything.
I mean,
I would literally
why?
be using it just to create visuals for me.
Exactly. The question is why? Why try to use it that way? Why not use it for what it could actually be useful for, which is cartoons and shit, you know?
It's a good idea.
Like you'd have to be doing some fucked up shit to like stick to it. It's like, no, I want to use AI to fake real people. Why? Like think about it. Why? You're probably doing some not decent things with it then, you know?
Also like artists at least when they would hand draw things, artists would hated cartoons that were intentionally very realistic. Like King of the Hill was extremely annoying to draw because you had to make sure everyone always had 5 fingers. People don't they can't do anything like you always have to show like the right shadowing and shading, like because they're not cartoon characters, they're people, and like that's like the world they were like in.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So like yeah, you can't draw someone the wrong height. Because it just wouldn't be consistent with shit.
No wonder why the Japanese respect King of the Hill so much.
I love King of the Hill. Fuck, I don't know how I slept on watching it for so long. Bobby Hill's like one of the greatest cartoon characters of all time.
Yeah, Bobby Hill's great.
I love Bobby.
I really like Hank's dad.
Cotton's the best. Cotton's the worst fucking person, but I love Cotton.
He's a great character. And Dale's also fucking awesome.
Yeah, I love Dale.
There's like literally not a bad character there. They're all
I don't know how I didn't watch that show. Like
every single character is great in that
except
show.
for Peggy. I fucking hate Peggy. I mean, she's written as she's supposed to be.
She's
but
written very well.
Yeah, she is, and I fucking hate her. I can't stand Peggy.
I love Redcorn.
John Redcorn.
I love all of them. They're so good. Honestly, I think
I hate Bill.
I think King of the Hill, like of all the things it lacks a lot of these like showy gags. It lacks a lot of like imaginative things. However, the cast,
because it's somewhat
it has the most
realism.
likable cast.
Because they're people. They're not cartoon characters. Really, yeah. They're not supposed to be. Like there's something, and like they're like an average American family.
I love college, Ma. We even got a Taco Bell here.
Oh, Taco Bueno.
Taco Bueno.
No, that was the high school. Bobby snuck into like the high school.
The high school. They got a Taco Bueno.
Taco Bueno, which I've never.
You really did watch that show.
I only started watching it like I watched it for the first time like 4 years ago, and I watched all of it. And I was like, holy shit, it's the fucking greatest show I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's an amazing show.
Yeah, I was like, why? Like when I was a kid, I just thought like I didn't understand that it was just like mocking Americana and stuff like that, or at least it was being dry. Like I just thought I'm like, oh, that's probably Southern humor. I won't get it. Like I don't know anything about lawns and trucks.
I think it's like a highbrow Simpsons.
It is it's a highbrow Simpsons. It's commentary on the family, the nuclear family, the American Americana, like middle America,
Texas in general.
Texas and like that bubble that people all live in.
Because Texas is weird. It's not just like conservative. Like it's a weird fucking state.
Yeah, and Texas being overly conservative is much more of a newer thing. It's more of like the last 20 years thing. The last time they had like a Republican,
You know what I think?
Democratic
The thing is with
governor
King of
was
the Hill,
late
it's like
90s.
it would already make a fantastic sitcom. The fact that it was animated gave them just a little bit more creative freedom.
Because I mean, like you get like Hank just looks so unnatural, like so uncomfortable at all times, and it makes like his reactions like just the best. Whoa!
We got one more of these high noons. You want to split it?
Yeah, sure. There's 2 4-packs.
Did we go through one already?
How many did I have? 3, 2.
I already have a bunch.
Respect your foresight. Do you have any Tums or antacids?
No, I will get them from now on though, just to.
Yeah, come on, some of us are dying over here.
I didn't know you were so old.
I've been this old for a long time. Or like probably me and Mike were like just fucking taking Tums and Pepsi all the time. I remember people just being like wow, like you have to do that. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it'll happen to you. I'm like, soon, and then I'll be able to. I don't have to buy these anymore, and I'll just take yours.
I don't think it's ever gonna happen to me, man.
It'll happen to just about everyone I know.
Well, the thing is, though, I also only eat like once a day.
That's true.
I don't think I'm ever gonna have to deal with like heartburn or any bullshit like that, unless I worked like a manual labor job and I did have to eat multiple times a day. Like maybe I will have to work the coal mines. I don't know. I can't survive on just like a fucking poke bowl or sushi a day or whatever.
There typically aren't any poke bowl spots outside of coal mines either, so it'd be really hard to accomplish.
And if there were, they would charge a premium.
Obviously, because they're out by the coal mine.
They're the only game in town. All the coal miners are like, I'll save up a lot of money, take you out to a nice sushi dinner, and I'll ask you to marry me.
I don't think they would have known what sushi was. Honey, I'm taking you to this big fancy sushi restaurant.
They don't even cook it. That's
They don't
how
even,
fancy.
they don't even cook it. Eat it raw.
That's the way to eat it, apparently, with the fancy rich folk.
They say raw is better.
Say raw is better, Sonny. It is.
Yeah, you can't argue that. I love.
You know what I think? Raw is better, but you need a lot of cream cheese, especially if it's salmon.
I don't know if we're talking about the same thing anymore.
Yeah. You're
I
right.
hate lox and cream cheese.
You don't?
No, I don't like it. Not a fan. I love whitefish, but tuna, but not I don't like fish and like cheese. Maybe just salmon and cheese. I don't know. I can't have salmon for breakfast with cheese. I couldn't do that.
It's not. Is it a breakfast food? Yeah, it is a breakfast.
It's a breakfast food. Yeah, which is like that's why I'm like if I saw it like if it was like a dinner sandwich. Like
What about a slice of lox over your like English muffin and eggs Benny?
I don't want fish and eggs. I don't like. It's not like I wouldn't like it. There's just other shit I'd rather put on it. Like I'd order like a crab. I've had crab eggs Benedict.
Crab Benedict.
Yeah, crab Benedict.
Crab Benedict.
And that I've ordered because it's like a crab cake, runny egg, English muffin, fucking fantastic. But I just wouldn't. I don't like the idea of fish for breakfast. Although I do plan on trying kippers sometime soon.
Yo, when I tried like rich people finger sandwiches, like I didn't know what a real sandwich was. It's like I was like, "What's a finger sandwich? What's the difference?" It's like, don't you eat regular sandwiches? And then I was like, "Oh no, they use like cucumbers and like crab mayonnaise. Like, what the fuck is crab mayonnaise? They grind up crab to a fine paste and mix it with the mayonnaise."
Well, it's fake crab. It's like the crab, the imitation crab.
No, they use real crab.
Really?
Yeah.
But you just destroyed the texture. Why bother using real crab?
What do you mean? They blend it.
I know, but that's ruining the texture of good. Like if you had good crab, I'm just saying
It's that decadent. That's what I'm fucking saying, dude.
it's unnecessary.
That's what I'm saying. It's like going to Reserve. You ever been to Reserve Cut? You know what they do over there? They get like $40-$50 steaks. They grind it up until ground meat, and that's the burger they serve. That's why the burgers are so fucking expensive.
So
Like $60 burgers. You know what I'm saying?
Why would you grind a premium cut of beef?
Because that's what you. Or first of all, Reserve Cut. It's like a place. It's a steakhouse, and it's a steakhouse burger joint.
It's members only, right?
Yes, and right by Wall Street.
Yeah.
And it's a kosher place. They only serve kosher.
Well, yeah, it's by Wall Street.
So
Yeah.
So a lot of people get burgers there, and their burgers are just like they take the steaks, like expensive steaks, and they grind it up in the meat grinder. And
You ever have like you could buy like Angus grade like ground beef like at the supermarket. It costs more. I've
no,
done
it's
that.
not the same.
Well, no, I wouldn't say it's on the same level as that, but I would say like I don't think it tastes better than 80% like 20% fat.
80% lean.
Yeah, 80% lean, 20% fat in my ground beef. Although I prefer 85 or 90 because it's just.
I don't think you can compare it. I think because like
Well, I'm saying you couldn't compare it. It's
because
just,
packaged ground beef, like you have to cook it through. Whereas like if you take
Nonsense.
one of those steaks and actually ground it up, like you don't have to cook it like through. Like high quality meat, like that's not
well, yeah, that's true.
mass
That's-
grounded like
that's
that.
very
you know?
true. Yeah,
Because
But
when
I
you
mean-
mass grind it like that, then all the bacteria from the external also mixes in with like from everything else. But as if you get like an actual cut of steak, it's only the external that's really like that. So you can kind of
First time I was in Vegas, I was like 22, and the restaurant, the hotel, I got a burger like 2 days in a row, and I wanted medium rare, and
like burgers. You probably shouldn't do that unless they
I
really,
don't eat burgers often,
Yeah.
but when I do, it's going to be bloody and have cheddar cheese on it in an English muffin.
on a real boyga.
No, an English muffin.
Oh,
Yeah, you
what
want
about what about brioche?
brioche bun?
Yeah,
No. So one of my favorite burger places is a place called Skinflint's. It's in Bay Ridge. They like have like a big burger, medium rare, like with their own cheddar cheese, which is fucking fantastic.
like
And
if you
on
could
an
eat
English
this whole
muffin.
thing, you get it for free.
No, it's not like
Oh.
it's not obscenely large. It's just like that's a fucking burger. Like, and if you're a freak like me, you bite into the burger, like it's just like there's grease and just blood just pouring down like your cheeks and like soaking the bun. It's just fantastic. And then the cheese.
Is it the kind of place where they'll do ridiculous shit like melted white cheese with like
no
mushroom?
no it's
or
cheddar
just
cheese.
lettuce, tomato, and cheddar.
No, just cheddar cheese. No lettuce, tomato.
Just cheddar.
You can only it's cheddar. It's their cheddar. It's on a burger and it's on an English muffin. You can't. I guess you could, but they wouldn't like be okay with that. They'd be
How
like,
do you
should
feel about that hot knife cheddar shit? Like
what?
they'll take like a wheel of cheddar and then take a hot ass knife and melt it on.
That's what I want to do the rest of my life. That's what I want. I just want to fucking eat cheese.
Like no, but not just the cheese. They'll get like a banging
Yeah. I
meat
like.
dish.
Yeah.
And then they'll take like this is like some like aged blue cheese and they'll take a hot sizzling knife and go tss, just to skim a layer off, and then it's all liquid as it drips off the
Yeah.
knife like onto your shit. It's pretty perverted.
It's very sexual.
Whoever invented cheese is a perverted fuck.
Yeah, like
Like we're gonna take this out of a cow's tit and then we're gonna let it sit and let it get hard and then we're gonna eat it.
it's like, well, honey, you could have milked me. That's disgusting. I won't drink your milk. It's for the baby.
We gotta do this to the cows.
To the cows and goats sometime.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing else.
And we can't waste it. This is God's gift. You know, we gotta.
It doesn't go bad. We make it into cheese
Yes.
or yogurt.
You have to be a brave motherfucker to like eat that shit.
Well, that's what they always say. Like the first guy that found out that oysters were good, like had to be in a really rough spot, like to be like, I'll eat this.
And he's like, "Well, this is the best decision I've ever made." This is
I
like,
fucking love oysters.
it's like eating a mermaid.
It's just like there's nothing like it. That's why, and it's just like that pure. It has that pure like just ocean like flavor to it. Like it didn't like the fact that they're alive very shortly before you eat them. Like there's nothing better than that.
Oh yeah.
It didn't go through fucking 10, 20 places. It wasn't frozen on frozen. It wasn't. They didn't put preservatives onto it.
Also, there's just something about the citrusy,
And it's very New Yorky.
the citrusy twist with the lemon and the sauce.
All the combination of all the like the cocktail sauce and the Tabasco.
What do you put? Like also like rock salt on it, right?
No, I don't put rock salt on it. I just use the horseradish and Tabasco, or cocktail sauce, whatever.
Horseradish and Tabasco sounds nice.
I also love horseradish. I could like sit and eat a jar of horseradish.
I like the bars, the pubs that serve, oyster.
Yeah, one of my like in New Orleans, like my favorite spot that we went to was this bar that had like a covered jazz band playing, and they had dollar oysters and alcohol. It was just a lovely setting. We ate like 20 oysters. And like I was just sitting there, I'm like this is it. I just want to eat oysters all the time.
Yeah, it's
every
very
day.
decadent.
Yeah,
It's awesome. I love it.
do you chew them?
Sometimes if I'm feeling like if I get drunk enough and I get bored.
I only
Because like by the time like I'm chewing oysters, it's usually like by the third round. It's like because they're so cheap sometimes, and it's like you guys want a third plate? It's like yeah, let's do a third plate.
Yeah.
And then they'll come and bring a third plate like it's nothing, and then we sprinkle the lemon on. It's like yum, 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 you know?
I love the whole process of it.
Because by then I've like what I also like is like frozen Grey Goose, like great like where it's like
because you don't want vodka to taste like
80% ice and 20% Grey Goose, and then give me some of those, and then with the oysters,
Yeah,
it's so fucking
Doesn't
good.
taste like anything. Nah, you know what goes great with oysters? Dirty gin martini.
Gin, yeah,
A dirty gin martini.
Yeah.
That's perfection. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
where the salt is. That's why we put rock salt on an oyster. That's my salt.
I wonder if the Coop serves oysters.
There's a spot on the North Shore that does dollar oysters
Yeah.
certain days of the week.
I'm sure.
There's a Spanish place, Beso, I like. They do really good mussels. I think they have oysters sometimes. So we were talking about oysters, I think maybe the last time or the time before that. And like 2 days ago, I came across an article about an oyster recall. I was like, come on, don't scare me.
Give my oysters back, man.
Yeah, like, dude, come on, just let me eat some oysters.
I'm trying to think of the best foods I've had with alcohol. First of all, there's French fries, the classic. And the best French fries I've had were truffle fries. They were these fries that had either truffle oil like sprinkled on it or truffle salt or something.
Yeah.
You like
And
ate
with the
one
cheese and
and it would
everything.
tingle in your mouth and you'd be like, you know, like you feel it's like smoking a
That's
clove,
the umami. Yeah.
like smoking a clove cigarette. You know,
I only smoked one clove cigarette because I always like I remember being younger being like, why don't they just make cigarettes out of shit that's not gonna kill you? And it's like, oh, they're clove cigarettes, they banned them. But like if you go to the state, you can get it. It's like, okay, I'll smoke that, and you're like, oh, this is horrible.
Another thing that I liked eating when I was fucked up is at a music festival. I would think like I went to a music festival thinking it was Mysteryland, thinking I'm not gonna eat anything there. It's probably like all disgusting ass food, and it's like I'm gonna be on drugs. I'm not gonna want to eat anything. But then I was on Molly and I was out there, and those fucking like weird things like overstuffed chili cheese, rice potatoes, or some shit. I was like, this looks disgusting. But then I was wearing like 70% sweat.
It's August, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is
it's
so
August,
good.
you're on asphalt.
And I didn't care.
You're in the parking lot. You're on fucking.
No, Mysteryland was in the woods.
Oh,
So I was
sorry,
like
okay.
sitting on grass. Like I was like,
Oh yeah, I was there with you.
someone was like,
Woodstock.
yeah. Someone
Yeah.
was like, yo, you didn't eat anything. Eat this. And I was like, I don't want to eat. As they were like, eat this.
Same thing happened to me.
Yeah. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is so good. Yeah. And I didn't have to give a shit. It was a good time.
It was an experience. Like I don't regret doing it.
Hell yeah.
That's why I don't like when people are like, anyone's just like, you went to like the music festival like that, so you didn't even like that music. It's like, yeah, I know, but like I fucking tried something.
It was a great time.
Yeah, I had a good
Fuck
time.
that.
I have a good story from it. Like, and
I believe in that music, man. It's not that I. Think
I don't. I hate the music, but I
Look,
enjoy the vibes.
I don't love the music as in like it makes me feel connected in my terms of my identity. But what I love about the music is it's very effective at what it does. Like if I approach music like the way say like a scientist approaches weapon design, I'm like, this is some high like sophisticated shit. I could learn from this. I want to master this so I could use this to make shit that I want to make. You know, like
That's great. There's nothing wrong with that.
dude, you gotta admit, like even you, like seeing that experience, like being in that scene, like you felt the atmosphere, you felt that energy. People were literally
it's the vibes. Yeah, but I just don't.
You don't have to identify with it at all, but at least you know there's some potency to it on a physiological, psychological.
That's what I don't like. That's what I really
spiritual
don't like about that type of music. Because like I
It's
feel
too-
I
it's
feel
too
it.
deep,
I feel it
yeah.
in my brain, and like I don't like it.
It's invasive.
That's what it's
invasive.
just too. Yeah, it's just I could hear it more than I want to.
It
and
literally
it's affecting-
turns knobs
and
in your body.
It's affecting. Yeah, it's affecting me more than just my ears.
It's
And
not
just
like someone talking at you. It's like some other entity coming and turning knobs.
Yeah,
in
and
your
I don't
fucking-
like that.
It's crazy like that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane. That's why I think there's like CIA shit involved with that, like government shit.
That's my thought process.
Because there's so many drugs involved. Like there has to be some like, you know, some weird fuck shit going on when it comes to.
You got to keep the nepo babies busy.
That's why the only time the FBI ever came to me, like because of what I posted on the internet, was because of what I said about Burning Man.
What'd you say about Burning Man? Well, maybe you shouldn't say it. The FBI came to see you.
I mean, they
last
already
time.
came to see me about it.
Well,
I mean,
that's not because they'll come to see me. So we'll talk about this later. I don't want to talk to the FBI.
Well, without saying explicitly, it's just I made a shit post on Facebook in a Facebook group about something, suggesting something.
Right. Yeah.
And they just came to my
Yeah.
place. They were like, "Did you post this on Facebook?" I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Were you serious?" I was like,
Dude,
nah.
are you serious?
I was like,
Dude, are you serious?
"Nah, man, I don't want to do that. Like for real." It just sounded funny. Don't you think it's funny? And they were like, "No, it's not funny. Like you shouldn't say that."
Well, I have a dark sense of humor, I guess. Everyone gets.
And they were like, "Can we come in?" Like I was like,
No.
I was like, "No, man."
No.
Because there was a parking lot and there was a door into my apartment there, and they were like, "Can we come inside?" I was like, "No."
I like law enforcement's like almost like vampires. Like they have to, because they know like they technically need a warrant, so they try to like get you to invite them in.
I was like, "No, man, I'm not gonna let you in because of a shit post that I made on Facebook. You crazy?
Yeah, like it's a dude. Are you serious?
Like you're
get a grip.
asking me yes or no? I'm gonna say no. Like if you were just gonna do it, you'd have just fucking done it. Like
And also like it's. I don't know what you were talking about, like how grand it was. It's just like it looks like I'm carrying this out right now.
It was specific yet vague. It was specific enough where it's like, okay, that it shows an intent, but it was vague enough where it's like, all right, but how are you gonna do it though? You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
it
yeah.
could have been, you could have done it in multiple ways. Like come across as a joke.
And why are you explaining to them exactly what you're gonna do step by step?
I wouldn't know how I. Well, actually, I do know how I do it, but it's like because I had a lot of time to think about that event. You know, it's like
my coworker got a restraining order against him because he threatened a guy over a text. A former friend of his that like owed him money, and he like threatened him in it. So his friend got a fucking restraining order against them.
Yeah, I got a good story for you. So Brent was in my car, like scared shitless. He was like, "Yo, I'm worried. I'm stressed out." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "I think someone's gonna kill me and try to come after my family." I'm like, "Why?" He's like,
Not that family.
"Because I went on the internet and I tried to look up a prostitute. I just wanted to get my dick sucked." So yeah, I just wanted to get my dick sucked. So, he goes on some random website, apparently claiming to be like for Staten Island girls or whatever, and
Apparently not a discreet enough one.
he tried to solicit someone, and then it didn't work out or whatever. Like they just kept asking for more money, and he's like, "I can't pay you," so he stopped. And then he said he started getting texts and calls threatening him and his family and giving information about him and his family. He's like, "No."
Oh yeah, they do that. Once they get like some piece of information about you, they Google other stuff.
And here's the kicker: he was like, "I gave him some money," and I was like,
"Oh."
He's sitting in my car. I was like, "No, Brendan,
I'll never leave you alone.
I was like,
Just fucking bleed you, you whale. You never give them money."
Yeah. I was like, "Dude, just ignore him." Just
I
stop.
get spam emails where the subject line is like, "I've been watching you, Christopher M. Divers. I know exactly where you live. It's this address. Here's a picture of your house. I can invade your home at any point. But to keep me at bay or to keep this quiet, you could just Western Union me $500, and I'll leave you alone." And it's just like it's like, okay, yeah, you Googled my name and my address came up, and you took the Google Maps picture of the house.
I think there's an A and B to this. A, it is scary because there are people who can touch you like that. B, it's not scary because it's like I didn't do anything. Like the only people who would expend the resources to really come after me would be, say, like a cartel, and they would only do it if I really like.
Well, and like, that's different. It's a matter of ethics.
Like why? Like why? Because I bailed on a internet scam prostitute. It's like no, it's not. Nothing's gonna happen from that.
Well, like you remember the first season of To Catch a Predator, they didn't have the cops waiting outside for the child molesters. So like they would come to the house, the whole spiel would happen, then Chris Hansen would like talk to them.
Why don't you take a seat?
Yeah, have a seat. Well, I just stopped you. Have a seat. And like they were like at that point, they'd be like, can I go? He'd be like, hey, you're free to leave. Like they legit could just leave, and they would just leave, and they would get charged like later. And a lot of them got out of it. In the first season, actually, there's a guy that he catches twice. Because
oh, Jerry,
yeah,
exactly.
Again. That's exactly what he says. He's like, Jerry, what are you doing, man?
Didn't you learn your lesson?
Yeah, he's like, what are you doing?
I tried to stay away, but that little kitty booty is just...
He's like, nah, I don't know what's going on. He's like, Jerry, come on. We had a cold. We had a whole talk 2 days ago. And here you are. He's like, oh, I'm waiting for somebody else. Jerry, I have the text. I loved it because just the way Chris Hansen like handles it too. Like he's just he's disappointed, and it's just like it's perfect because you're not like browbeating him
because
like,
you're trying to help him.
You're trying to help him, And like you thought you maybe had a breakthrough with him. You let him. He got to go away. You're like, well, he learned his. And all of them always go like every time they get caught, they're like, I'll never do it again. My first time, I'll never do it again.
You see him.
So he's just like, you told me you would never do this again. It was the first time you did it, and now you're doing it 2 days later.
Now we gotta actually call the cops this time, man.
Yeah, no, that's what happened that time. He's like, I have to call the cops now. He's like, you are going to jail. He got the first one dropped because time passed. A lot of them got their things like.
They're like, come on, not again.
It was just I just loved seeing. Cause he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, man. Just a disappointment in his voice at a child molester, a bumbling child molester.
Well,
at
that's
that.
what
Like,
it is. It's like these people, they just.
Well, that's why because like also like obviously they're sick. They're suffering from a chemical imbalance, and he's not like being violent to them. Or like being insulting to them.
I'm just your friendly neighborhood child molester, man.
Yeah, he's like, no, why'd you say these things? Why'd you do that? Why'd you drive the way out here? She's like, come on, why were you gonna do this? Yeah. What led you to this?
I'm just so mad at my dad.
It was fucking what a great show. What a great show because it also just completely hinges on you sitting down, like them just. Having a seat. Yeah.
Have a seat.
Like you don't just because cameras are around you doesn't mean you have to sit down. Like, and even like after like a while, like guys knew to catch a predator. They knew like what it was already.
You know what I'm curious about? How many of those predators like actually like went through their convictions and still came out with like a girlfriend and still married, maybe even with kids? I bet there's still a percentage of them. Like
absolutely, yeah. Because
at least like 13% of some cursed number or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's people who hide in plain sight like that. Like, yeah, of course, there's people who.
My wife knew my sordid past until she knew me after I found Jesus.
Well, that's our struggle. And I work with it every day, and she knows that.
And now I have 2 beautiful daughters who I definitely do not.
I have two very very plain, normal looking daughters. They're both named Jane.
Because of how plain they are.
They are currently at a boarding school far, far away from here because that, of course, is what the court requires. I just lost my accent there.
Oh my god!
That's why how bad do you feel for Dominic and
let's say you were a mechanic and or you owned a garage, and a mechanic comes.
I'd like to own a garage,
and he was a pedophile, but everyone knew he was only a pedophile, convicted child predator because he got caught drunk, pissing at 12 a.m. on a school playground.
Well, it's different. There's context.
Would you hire him?
Yeah.
Even if all right. I was gonna say, what if you offered to work for cheap?
Well, I'm probably gonna get a stipend from the government. Hopefully, if it's part of some.
You call him and say, hey, listen.
Yeah, no, that's what I do. I'd be like, I call one of those programs that.
I'm gonna give him some work. I'm gonna rehab this.
Yeah, but
guy.
what do you do? How many kids? Daylight or night?
12 a.m. at a school pissing.
How old?
Come on, Hal.
Wait, at 8 a.m. during attendance.
Oh, it's Saturday. It was on a Saturday. There's no school.
No, yeah, Saturday. It's like, oh, come on, man. Like he probably.
But it was in the summer. It was over summer camp.
Like it's natural. It's instinct to pee on statues.
Everyone pisses on that statue. It's basically town tradition, Bob.
Yeah, you see the discoloration on that marble. Fucking Robert E. Lee statue. We should just tear it down already. See, that'd be okay. You should keep up statues of shitty people, but they should be used as like bathrooms or something. But yep,
it's just it's just a hard question. It's, do you really want to seek justice for people who are unjustly convicted of being like child predators? Like, what if there are innocent people? Like, do you really want to?
Of course there are. Of course there are.
Statistically, there has to be. It's not even like a personal thing. Like,
no, not at all. I mean, like, just statistically, like that's what I hate about that's how like cops like try to get in your head where like they
who wants to stand up for them though? It's like, what if you're wrong? Like, what if he was a child predator and you're the person who stuck up?
That's the thing. That's what if somebody like if I knew someone that did that and like made a mistake and like maybe like I don't know. I know it's a pretty disgusting thing.
You're thinking to yourself, it's like, if I were that lawyer, I'd be like, listen, There's a Law and Order episode about this. I just have to find it. I'll watch it, and I'll know exactly what to do.
Comes back, good, great news. There's about 50 Law and Order episodes about this.
That's true. That's true.
My brother,
particularly SVU, Special Victims Unit.
that was just fucking. So my brother started like he was pretty young, like he's probably like 12 or like 13.
Is he an SVU?
And
stan?
the first live action show he's watching, is SVU, and I'm like,
Nice.
dude, are you watching like murder porn? Like,
You're like going to the deli. He's like,
he was
be
like,
careful you don't get anally raped. That
he
happens.
was sick. Like he was sick for it. Yeah.
He's like, that happens sometimes, big brother. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm just going to get some candy bars. He's like, you can get anally raped on the way to get candy bars.
What do you mean he likes little girls with pigtails? You saying he's some kind of child molester? Like, I like. You ever see hear that John Mulaney joke? It's like one of my favorite things. Where like, it's how like even though like. Ice-T has been a detective for many, many years and has been on SVU for many years. He always seems surprised by sex crimes. He's like, you telling me this guy gets off on people's feet? Like you telling me this guy gets off on choking people and tying them up? That's crazy.
You telling me you like having sex with other guys?
That means you gay. I love that. I don't love men. I just have sex with men. Newsflash, that makes you gay.
And the guy's like distraught.
Yeah, I love it.
He's like, damn,
that's so good.
I'm gay.
Yeah, he's just like he's at this really vulnerable moment. He's like, bro, you're gay. All right, let's move on.
I'm gay.
Well, no, he's not.
You know what I did see, which was really fucked up when I did see it, and I'm surprised I never saw it after I did see it. Was the world's most evil invention.
I love that sketch. It's one of my favorite things.
Dude, I watched that shit after you suggested. Well, you just brought it up. I was like, this
because it's one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Because it's exactly my sense of humor. It's perfect. It ends badly, but that's besides the point. It doesn't matter how it ends.
And Nerd Rock was so compelling.
He was great in that role, and she's like, well, for most evil invention like ever made, he's like, I invented a child molesting robot. And like those are horrible. Like, oh my god,
how do you even do that?
He's like, well, by definition, that is a really evil thing to do. So therefore, I win the contest. Like, he's just like,
it's the most evil thing.
And like, I love it because he's absolutely right. Like my favorite line too is, how did you teach it to molest children? He's like, well, I had to molest it first.
So hopefully, it would repeat the cycle.
It's just like that's the best thing SNL's done. It's like the last breath of theirs where I was like my god, I'm like. That was my favorite thing.
That was probably the wildest SNL skit I've ever seen in my life. Like took
right. It's just like do shit like that. Like a lot of people like that. Like maybe fucking 70-year-old people don't like it or 50-year-old people don't like it, but no, find an audience.
It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
and it ended terribly. You're right, and it was just
I did like it. And I could tell when what's his name, Kyle Mooney. And I forget the other guy's name. Like they used to have like a web series or whatever for like years, and then they got an SNL and they started writing. And like I could tell when they wrote some of those things. They had but like they're gone now because I don't think they were like getting their sketches were getting played a lot anymore. Because they're too weird.
I mean, the last funny thing I saw was trying to think. It's been a while since I saw something funny. Everything
on
was
SNL,
just movies
or in general.
In general.
Like, actually, I'm going to show you something. The best thing. I'm going to show you something even better than that sketch. It's a John Candy sketch from SCTV.
You saw 21 Jump Street though, right?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Time. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Dude, that was
a good movie. Yeah, I haven't seen it in very, very long.
I think that was the last good funny movie I saw that actually made me fucking laugh.
Black Dynamite's the last movie that
made you laugh.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie. That movie is hysterical. It's just because it does everything right. It's just blaxploitation. It's a neo blaxploitation. It's just fucking parody. I love it. Dynamite.
Actually, what did make me laugh, I hate to admit it, was fucking Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the show with the
movie or the show?
The show with Donald Glover and that Asian chick.
I remember there was a show. I had no idea who was in it. I like Donald Glover, but
yeah, Childish Gambino.
I like his acting.
He was John Smith.
Yeah,
and the wife was some Asian lady. And it was funny, you know, because like it was like watching like two millennials trying to like fake a marriage to be assassins. It was cool.
Millennials have no idea how real marriage works.
Exactly.
So yeah, like we don't know what real marriages are.
That's what you got.
You marry, you stay with somebody, and like you give them all your half your shit. Fucking 8 years later.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like that, but it was that on top of like, oh, so we have to kill people together. You know, it's like yeah. Like they were assigned like as like a couple's international spy assassin thing.
Like they're like not a real couple. They're both being placed there, right? And they have to act like a couple.
But eventually they have sex because of course you're gonna have sex if you know they're purposely paired. You know, in a sense where it's like you're gonna. It's not outright explicitly said.
Well, no, because you can. I mean, you can't do that.
But they just match.
It's like, hey, if it makes it look better. Yeah,
your matches are just gonna naturally be like, yeah, you're clearly gonna develop chemistry.
Yeah, and it's like the movie star syndrome where it's just like you can't just fuck regular people. You're a spy.
Yeah.
So it just
and it's just the way they pace it is so funny because like they meet up. It's like wow, this is such a nice apartment in New York City of all places. Yeah, it's like a whole brownstone. It's like it's great, and it's like everything's like furnished, and then they see this painting, they look behind it, there's guns behind us, like I guess these are our guns, and they get jobs, it's like they got to do it together, and it's just
what are their normal jobs? It's gonna make me mad.
No, well, they're supposed to be normal jobs.
They're undercover jobs or whatever. They're cover jobs rather.
Yeah, but they fuck it up in like
naturally
in funny ways, and it's like Donald Glover, it's like really funny.
I don't know, I really like that show, Patriot.
Oh God, I love that show.
I don't know how I never heard of that show until you told me. And like, yeah, that's one of those things I watched and I'm like, how did nobody tell me about this? This is like
me
exactly.
Too. I felt the exact same way.
I was like, how the fuck did no one tell me this? Like, this is exactly the type of shit I like.
I remember the person who told me about it even said like, I know you're probably not going to watch this show, but I highly suggest Patriot. It's like so good and everyone should watch it, but I know most won't. So I watched it. I was like, holy fucking shit, she was right. This is such a good fucking show. Like
I was telling my friend about it, and she was like, oh, I figured you already knew about it. Like she's like, it's a good show, and she's like, and that's right up your alley. She's like, I never said anything because I thought you already saw it. I'm like, no,
that's a good point because I guess it's one of those shows that like it's like Fargo, isn't it? It is like Fargo. It's a lot like Fargo. It's like, yeah, everyone saw it, but it's like you gotta be cool enough to like not have to be asked about it. It's like it's Fargo.
Yeah, like you just assume those things. Like people don't ask me if I when
yeah, right.
Like before people ask me if I've ever seen Game of Thrones, it'll be very obvious that I haven't seen much of Game of Thrones. Good. So people don't yet.
Yeah.
Because people usually will just start describing some Game of Thrones, and you're like.
But a movie, even a show like Fargo, is like different. It's like yeah.
The movie Fargo is one of my favorite movies.
And then you watch Patriot, and if you've seen Fargo, you watch Patriot, and you're like, fuck yeah, you're like, this is it, this is my shit.
It's
like they don't even make male like hotel maids. Like what the fuck is with that? What's the deal with that anyway?
I just really like. I just love the whole tone of the show and the portrayal of like depression and like how it's even affecting this guy who is on a covert mission.
He's saving the world.
Yeah. Well, he's making sure his dad doesn't get fucking killed.
Yeah, Dad. Nuclear launch codes, intelligence. Sure, I'm listening. It's like, good son.
I know. I love it. It's just.
Yeah, Dad. I'm listening.
And like the whole like just how
the brother too. It's like
I love the brother.
Remember when you guys stole that camera? He's like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about, Dad. Like,
his brother's fucking good. I like his brother a lot.
Yeah. And the music, oh my god,
the music's great. Like I love every aspect of it. Fucking also, Kurtwood Smith, Red Foreman, is excellent as the guy, the reformed like boss guy who's. I love how much they don't like each other. He's just so clearly so bad at his job.
He's the best character, number one
because
grandpa.
He's normal. He's just like what? He's like how the fuck? He's like. He's supposed to be. He's like almost us, where he's like,
too competent for his own good in this situation.
He's also he's making up for like his past fuck ups by being
a good person.
Yeah, by being the better than he ever was. So like he's just like how the fuck like I did a little coke and you fucking. Oh no, maybe I think he was money laundering too. I don't remember. But he's like, oh, but I go to jail and he's like, fucking this guy like he's doing his job. Yeah, I love it. Because he's like the straight man. He's just like, what the fuck? Did no one see this?
So good, such a good show.
Yeah, I really enjoy that show. Banshees. You want to talk anything about Banshees? We didn't really talk about it.
How great Colin Farrell is as
I love Colin Farrell.
Everyone's got to watch all.
Have you seen him? Have you seen him, Bruges?
Yeah.
Okay. That's for sure, Colin Farrell movie. But No, but this like
I think any movie where he feels like he's in hell, like that's where he has his best
well,
performances.
because he's Irish.
And I think that's how Colin Farrell feels in real life because
He's Irish.
Also, he's super famous, and I think he did like fucked up shit in like secret Hollywood societies. Like,
I don't think he did that.
I think
I mean,
he
he
did.
he was a heavy drinker. I know. But
Yeah,
like
the
he
demons thing.
he almost became a Hollywood A-lister. But like I don't think he.
I think he was too much of an artist too.
Yeah, he's too good of an actor to be like they tried to make him a big action star. Like he fucking was it payphone? He's in a fucking fucking phone booth for like an hour and a half.
That's awesome, actually.
That movie's so silly. Like I enjoyed it like watching it, but it's like it's ridiculous.
It
Like
kind of reminds me of Kevin Spacey, how good he is.
oh, what an asshole.
But they're so
Fucking
good.
House of Cards was like I was fucking loving that show. I was like finally I found something to watch after Sherlock. And he's like, nope. He's like, I'm gay. Then I fuck pool boys.
Kevin Spacey?
Yeah, he got canceled.
Yeah, but he's still back. He's gonna make.
Yeah, he's coming. Yeah, he's been back. Everyone,
He's a legend.
Everyone comes back.
He's a legend.
He's a really good actor.
He's too legendary of an act. Like
he's a really good actor. Yeah, we just watched him in LA Confidential. How good is he in that?
oh yeah.
I really liked him as Lex Luthor.
Do you really think my butthole is really tight? Why don't you show me? Like that's how Kevin Spacey would act.
Yeah. You've seen
Oh,
seen Usual Suspects?
yeah, you're blaming me for molesting you. Interesting.
gaslighting me. Gaslighting those pool boys. You've seen Usual Suspects, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Did I show it to you?
I think we were watching it together. Oh no, I didn't see it with you. But yeah, where he got arrested
Kaiser
along
Soze.
with another group of
Criminals, and he makes up an entire story and plays himself and presents himself as like incompetent and like a cripple.
But he was the mastermind.
But
the
yeah,
whole
it's
time.
yeah.
Was he also in like? Oh no, he wasn't in Con Air, right?
No, I think he's in Con Air.
I gotta.
I don't.
Watch that.
I've never.
I never
seen
saw
Con,
Con
I've
Air.
never seen Con Air.
We should watch that together.
No, I've heard his accent. And I think it's a Southern accent. It's terrible.
Fair enough. Maybe just for historic sake. It's probably one of those movies where if we're watching it, we're just gonna be laughing a lot. Like we're just gonna be like, "Damn, this is funny."
Possible. You know, I just tried to watch Once Upon a Time in China with Jet Li. I did not like it.
Once Upon a Time in China.
Yeah, it was a lot of propaganda.
Well, all those kung fu movies aren't that great. There's very
Well,
few.
fucking Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I was like, I love these fight scenes. So I just wish there was more of them. But I just love the way they were done. On the
You
wires
should
and
watch
like
more
that.
John Woo movies then.
I do like John Woo movies. The Shaolin Soccer. There's a spy one I haven't seen, but I've heard good things about.
Replacement Killers. Everyone has to have seen that.
I haven't seen that, but I know about it.
What?
Yeah, I like John Woo movies. But I can probably find them on my fire. I could probably find them on my Fire Stick actually.
Replacement Killers is sick. It's about this John Woo.
Yeah, I know John. Like, yeah, he's
Chow Yun Fat
yeah.
plays this assassin who was sent to kill a young boy of a detective, and he fails in his job because he doesn't want to kill a child, and so he goes on the run. Gangs are trying to kill him, and in his place they send assassins, replacement killers, and those replacement killers are supposedly more dangerous than Chow Yun Fat's character. So Chow Yun Fat decides, all right, not only do I want to scrub my hands clean of this business, and they're all going to kill me for it, but they're still going to try to kill that young boy. So he has to go and kill the replacement killers.
That's cool. I'll write it down.
Well, you better watch the replacement killers, man.
I'm writing it down. I've been feeling for kung fu.
It's not kung fu, it's gun fu.
Okay, that's cool too. I really like Police Story. Well, I really like Police Story 2. That shit's fucking great.
What about Equalizer? Not Equalizer, Equilibrium with Christian Bale.
Which one is that?
It came out around the time The Matrix 1 did, and it would have been like the biggest thing if it wasn't for The Matrix coming out.
No. I know there's a few like sci-fi movies.
You're
that
not
came
a big
out, like,
sci-fi guy, are you?
I know I am, but
What are your favorite sci-fi movies? Probably like Blade Runner and shit, right? I like Blade Runner.
I like any Philip K. Dick story or novel. So like,
But that's not fair to say because like every sci-fi story is ultimately some form of Philip K. Dick.
well, no, it's just like the themes that Philip K. Dick explored. I really like. So like, there's always in all of his stories, there's always like this disconnect with like there's like a struggling with your identity, like how real are you, like what makes you you, how easy it is to lose that. So like I love Blade Runner, even though that's more like it's not even really like the book.
Did you like iRobot?
Uh, I like the idea of iRobot, but I think the movie's just doesn't do it correctly. Like it should have been someone else other than Will Smith. It just didn't like it should have been a Will Smith thing because he just did I am like no he died in Legend after whatever. Like it just didn't work. It was a little boring that way, and it was very predictable.
There wasn't for as Americans. I think there's a huge handicap with sci-fi because I feel like there's not enough movies in like Hollywood about like the whole.
No, because no one's allowed to do anything different.
No, you know about Stalker, right? The Stalker series and the original story and all that.
I mean,
the Russian guy invented Stalker.
I don't know what you mean.
It wasn't called Stalker. Stalker was a runoff of the original Russian. I think it was a Russian film about this like anomaly that happens somewhere in the world, and it creates like this weird zone.
Oh,
fuck! It's gonna be embarrassing for this episode if I don't like look.
Oh, up. What's funny is when I was in Ireland, like my uncle. And then my cousin, who's my uncle's age, that lives in Ireland.
Chernobyl exclusion zone.
Had, like, they like went into a fucking hour-long conversation about this show.
Yeah.
Even though like the three other people at the table had never seen it.
It is about Stalker. Stalker is the whole thing. The heart of. Oh yeah, the 1979 film Stalker.
Never mind. This is different. Oh, that's something different. Oh.
Okay, so the plot is. Yeah, these are some 70s. This is like old school film.
I don't know much about 70s Soviet movies.
A man works illegally as a stalker, someone who leads people through the zone, an area where normal laws of physics supposedly do not apply, and remains of seemingly extraterrestrial activity exist amongst its ruins. At the heart of the zone lies a room that is set to grant the wishes of anyone who steps inside. The government has fenced off the zone, subjecting stalkers to harsh prison time if caught crossing the border. So it's like basically some weird shit happens in a speculated zone, and you're only allowed to go and explore in there with permission, and no one knows what causes it, and weird and fucked up shit happens if you know.
It's a little sprinkle of Doom and Dune, with like the how they travel through space.
The scavenger vibe.
Well, like how like space travel is only possible by the entities who ingest spice because they can that enables them to map out like a safe passage to get somewhere.
Well, the idea is that you have these abilities innate with you. It's just spice happens to accelerate it and like magnify
right. Yes.
it.
Yeah.
That's why it becomes an invaluable resource because only the top psychers.
And that's why they become completely corrupted and changed by it.
Yeah, because there's a whole market based around that now.
I can't wait for Dune 3.
You like the first and second movies?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
That's probably the only notable role, the only worthy role he really did. Like,
yeah, I don't like Timothy Chalamet in anything else.
I like him in The King.
I love Zendaya.
I think The King was pretty good.
I didn't see The King.
He plays the young king, some asshole in British history,
asshole?
And he was good because the story was that his younger brother was like more stalwart and more like suited for a throne. Meanwhile, is he like King so and so the Lesser? Yeah.
And
then he's like this drunk and this whoremongering fool. And then the father like goes and gets into a war situation. And he tries to send his favorite son, but he fails in combat because he's not strong. Meanwhile, the lumbering brother comes and he's like, "I'm gonna do this because, brother, I don't want to see you fucking killed. You fucking moron. You fucking idiot. You keep like crawling for things you don't want." Meanwhile, this like the lesser brother, quote unquote, faced the wars and he faced all this shit. Like that's why he's fucked up, because he doesn't want to do it. So it's like he sees his younger brother getting into shit and he's like, I got to do this because my brother doesn't know what he's getting himself into. Then he does it. Then the brother gets so distraught. He's like, I'm going to go seek my own victory then against the invaders, the Norwegians or whatever. Gets himself killed.
Yeah.
So that's how he becomes the king.
Yeah, the superior brother gets killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Even though he's not really the superior one. That was the thing.
Was he younger?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he wouldn't inherit it anyway.
But I think the lesser one was like a bastard child of the king or something.
Yeah, like he was a bastard child that was like when he was born, he was sent away. I think he grew up in like France, and then there was like a crisis at one point. Someone was like, "Oh shit, I know how to keep this guy off the throne. I'll go get his bastard son," and that's like I forget what that guy's name is. The British like.
It was a good movie, man. It was a fucking good movie.
Good things. I just hate how Timothée Chalamet is like everywhere. Like I was watching like the Knicks playoff games last year, and if they show you like if obviously like celebrities live in New York, they go to Knicks games all the time. But if they show you like so Spike Lee always has floor seats at every Knicks game, but you never see they when you watch the Knicks game like on TV, they never go up to Spike with the camera and like put his name down and go Spike he's here or whatever. Because he doesn't pay them to do that. So when movie stars go to Knicks games and they're sitting on floor seats, their agent will pay the Knicks to mention that they're there. So Timothée Chalamet was in the front seat, like on just fucking ground, like just floor seats for like every game, and I'm like, this fucking guy's not even from here, and like his agent like paid for that, like for him to be like constantly featured.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I'm looking at him like, oh, these guys ever watched basketball before? Like, it's because he's obviously like acting and like.
Maybe he grew to like the game though, at least.
Then why did you make it a like a photo thing or whatever? Like why?
Well, why not?
Because so like I just said, what's his name? Has seats every game. Like when you're so like every time they would show Timothée Chalamet, fucking Tracy Morgan sitting behind him, Eddie Murphy sitting on the other side of him. But they're not saying their names because they're just there to watch the game. Timothée Chalamet was not there to watch the game.
It's like introducing Timothy.
Yeah, and I'm looking at him like Tracy Morgan sitting behind him. Why isn't he saying anything about Tracy Morgan? It's fucking New Yorker at least.
Because Timothy's the hottest thing right now.
Fucking twink.
Yeah, he is. But
I do like him in Dune.
But he's Paul Atreides.
I can't wait for Paul Atreides to become a complete fucking bastard.
What if they never come out with Dune 3? What if they just don't do it?
What's his name wouldn't do that to me? Villanueva. Yeah, Villanueva.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would never do that to me. Because it's just like
he's a completionist.
Yeah, and like I love his approach to it. Like it's on scene, like on set.
Because Dune is just one book, and he's turning one book into three. The trilogy.
No, there's a few books.
Dune.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the story they're telling is just one book out of they're turning it one story into three stories.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, they are.
No, that's not true.
Because Dune Part 2 isn't really about Paul Atreides. Actual Dune Part 2 is about his son.
It's about his sister, not his son.
Oh yeah, the baby that was born.
Right.
Yeah.
And like technically in the book, she's born like as a full like child, like toddler. And she's like sentient or whatever, but like she's a big part of the second book, but she's only born at the end of Dune 2.
Yeah, so I'm saying like they're framing the sectioning differently. Like in the book,
but like what I'm just saying is like it's not like they're taking.
It's more like a big Amazon series as opposed to like the book, like the way the book did it with sagas.
You could tell like on like seeing it for the first time. Like I understood when they would say like it's an unfilmable movie because it's so dense.
Yeah.
I actually had to rewatch. I watched it the first time and I'm like, I don't understand why any of this is happening. And like I liked it. I'm like, but I don't get it. I don't see the people's motivations. And I rewatched it. I was like, oh, now things are sticking a little bit better because it's so like because they very quickly try to explain to you like what's centuries long family rivalries.
No. Well, that's the hard part. Like people might imagine, people might think centuries. No, we're talking like thousands and thousands of years.
More,
like, like we're talking about this is our world, except this is
I love that. Yeah. Like it's just like forget like no, this is our world.
This is the
point
we're
doing the same shit.
This is to the point where it might as well be medieval shit because like people
there's houses.
They own their entire planets and star systems. You know. My favorite, one of the most prolific surface level parts was like the Sakatar or whatever. They're like chanting like
I like the throat singing. I liked it. That was really unsettling.
Yeah,
I like that shit. They seem very scary. I like how we still haven't really seen what do they call them? The ones that just travel through space. The
Psychers or whatever.
No, it's something different. But whatever, like you don't really
navigators,
the navigators
coordinators or whatever.
Is it navigators?
I don't know.
You're right.
Coordinators, navigators.
Either way, like we still haven't seen them, and like they're like a huge part of all this.
What about that black guy? He with the one who remembers everything. I think he's one of them.
What do you mean? Which black guy that remembers everything?
That always rolls with the royal family or whatever.
With
the Atreides royalty. He's like, oh, it's blah blah blah. The records show.
Oh, well, he's a machine. He's not a person.
Oh,
yeah. He's a machine. It's I love the way Dune does sci-fi because it's almost it's because it's an analog.
I really don't like the sword fighting. I think the sword fighting is like stupid, but I like it because it makes it's stupid in a smart way. Like it makes sense why it's and it also gives you a reason why they don't use guns more because
they perfected shields.
Yeah, and if they use those shields, if you use guns on those shields, you could it's a big problem, you know.
Right. The only way you can hurt somebody is if you get up close to them,
or if you use a las gun.
And you slowly.
But if you use a las gun against a fucking shield, then you're gonna blow up the whole planet. It's like
right, yeah. And that's it's a fucking perfect explanation to explain sword fighting. And fucking, I mean, that's where Lucas got lightsabers from.
Yeah.
I love lightsabers.
Well, lightsabers don't really make sense though without the Force. That's the problem. Whereas the in Dune they just have perfect force fields. That'll be sick, yo. If force fields became like,
I would practice fencing all the time.
Yeah, because that's the only way we could kill each other. Like use the sword.
We'd have to slowly we'd be deliberate if we try to kill each other, but we could keep being pew pew.
It's like, what, you're gonna pull a gun on me? I got a sword, motherfucker. I'll kill you faster. Yeah.
I would love if I was in the 80s Dune and Patrick Stewart came to wake me up and he's like, time for your sword training.
Yeah. I would make a lot of money probably teaching sword fighting. I would have to kill a bunch of dudes first though with sword fighting.
Naturally.
And then I'd have to prove my skill and be like, yes.
Eat their hearts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've conquered the enemies and now guns are useless.
I have seen the enemy. I looked him in the eye.
Seriously, that's like, why are we so focused on guns when we could focus more on force fields? Like, what if we created the perfect body armor where it's like...
That's what I mean. I love that idea because it's like, of course, that would only happen at one point. That it's
personal defense.
Yeah.
It's like, why do I have to worry about shooting when you could just try to shoot me and the bullets just stop and they drop?
And then it completely changes the game. It's you don't have that same I'm behind the gun, far away, type of thing. Where
even in the military, you'd have soldiers where it's like you try to snipe them, and so the bullets stop. It's like,
it's like, oh, I just killed 20 people and just reload.
So now,
but we have to go you're fighting for your life, right then and there.
You'd have to go for blades. You'd have to go for up close, take the thing off, stab them in the neck, all that shit.
Very medieval, very up close and personal. Yeah, I like Dune. Look forward to the next one.
Dune
and Zendaya.
What about the next Star Wars?
What next Star Wars?
You down for the next Star Wars?
It depends what you're talking about. Probably not really though.
There's probably gonna be.
Oh, they're making a Mandalorian movie. That I'll see.
Sure. I just knew if I named the next Star Wars, they were gonna make it.
Well, you didn't name the next Star Wars. I did.
Yeah, you did. I just mentioned it. I didn't know if there was gonna be another one.
Oh yeah, no, they finally shifted after those 3 awful movies. They were like, let's just make things that people like.
What about Jurassic Park? Why are they pushing that right now?
I don't know. I don't like it. I only saw the first Jurassic World. I didn't see the rest because it just took the heart out of it, and it's just so fucking stupid. This wouldn't happen again. This would not happen again.
We're not gonna let dinosaurs or dragons.
They're like, I am sorry. There is no insurance company that would insure them based on what fucking happened. And also, there's supposed to be a whole other island where they spread to and they're wild. Come on, this is fucking ridiculous already. Just the fuck up.
We would have killed these things already.
Yeah.
We would have napalmed the fuck out of them.
And fucking what's his name? Fucking Chris. Training raptors
Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
The raptor tamer.
Yeah, I was like, oh, come on, it's fucking stupid.
He's better as Star-Lord.
He's very good as Star-Lord. Even better as Andy in Parks and Rec.
All the MCU actors are just stuck. They're trapped. You can't free them.
Trapped?
What?
Who's trapped?
They're all trapped, except for Save a Few, like Scarlet,
or
ScarJo.
RDJ is being trapped by the weight of hundreds of millions of dollars. Scarlett Johansson.
He's getting off of this big bag of Marvel cash.
I just don't like. I mean, good for him if he convinced someone. They were like, "What can we do to get you to be Iron Man again?"
Well, a big bag of Marvel cash would do the trick.
He's like, I already said I'll never play Iron Man again. I can't go against my word. He's like, but I can be Doctor Doom for the same amount of money. He probably negotiated to come back and like, we'll pay you $500 million. He's like, great. Actually, I don't want to be Iron Man. I want to be Doctor Doom. That actually really bothers me because I really like Doctor Doom, and I don't want to. It's going to annoy me to see RDJ like.
I think it's the worst decision ever. I'm like,
I agree. I think it's a really fucking bad idea.
I hate it.
Yeah. I just don't. And it's not like I think he'd be bad at it. I just don't want to see that. Just fucking get somebody else. Get someone from Latvia.
What would you do if that was like a red herring and it turned out he just became Iron Man again and Chris Evans?
I would be ecstatic. But I know better. I don't. The things I want to happen don't happen, so that won't happen.
You don't think they're going to do that? They're not going to bring up...
I would, because it's something I would do. No, they have no soul. They don't. They don't.
It's like, what if we brought back the old crew again? You know, we brought back Chris Evans and RDJ.
The old crew that you just retired.
Yeah,
that's contributing to like lower box.
But I watch
sales.
Chris Evans like post Marvel movies, and they're like they're okay. Like,
I don't think Chris Evans is a particularly good actor.
He's a good Captain America.
Yeah, because Captain America is really fucking bland, and I mean, just like he's very.
ScarJo is the same too. Like,
yeah, but that ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's. I wouldn't say ScarJo's a bad actor. She's better than Chris Evans.
She's just a good, like, really good Black Widow.
She's a good Black Widow, and she got they fucked her over for her bad.
And they already have Mark Ruffalo. They have Chris Hemsworth.
That's gotten old.
Just bring these fuckers back.
No, something different. I don't like. I'm done with Marvel. I just want DC to just start fucking pumping shit out because I love DC way more than Marvel, and I like James Gunn a lot.
I think they could do it right if they brought back the Marvel shit. They have to do it through Deadpool. Like, could you imagine if Deadpool was the one who brings back? It's like
he did that already. He did that with Wolverine. That's what.
No. What if his next step was to bring back like the Avengers?
He's gonna be the bridge to the X-Men. They're new X-Men because there's gonna be new X-Men.
And new Fantastic Four. Ugh.
Well, the Fantastic Four already came out. I liked it because I mainly liked it because it was completely different from any Marvel movie I've seen.
I was
just happy.
I don't like that.
You don't. Yeah, you don't like Pedro Pascal. I really Pascal. I liked his Mr. Fantastic.
I guess he was kind of appropriate.
Yeah, because he I could see like him becoming the Reed Richards that becomes a fucking egomaniacal like maniac and becomes a Nazi and takes things over. Like, I could see that turn. Like he looks like the way he portrayed, like he seems very detached and he can't. He's not on the same level as everyone around him. He doesn't think the way they do, and like he's just not. He can't he doesn't fully connect with them. Like I didn't see much like but
this is why Doctor Doom matters because then RDJ has to match him.
Yes, so that'll be. But I mean, like I can see Reed Richards turning like later. Because which one is that? It's Secret Wars. That's the Secret Wars.
And Spider-Man also is in play. Everyone loves Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
I like Tom Holland a lot. The only person I know that doesn't like Tom Holland is my uncle. He likes Tobey Maguire the best. I'm like, all right. First off, I'm like, Spider-Man 2 is the best superhero comic book movie ever. I'm like, but Tobey Maguire is by far the worst Spider-Man, the worst Peter Parker, the worst Spider-Man ever.
Yeah, I'll never like his innate like web blasters. Like
it's just that was weird. That's not even like my problem. The costume's kind of weird, and I just don't like Tobey Maguire. Like he's not Peter Parker.
I really like Tom Holland.
I like Tom Holland a lot.
I loved all of his movies. I think every single movie was a solid Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I love him as Spider-Man.
I really do too. Even if they weren't particularly great movies, like I watched them, I was like, "This is a great Spider." Like if you presented this to me as a Spider-Man movie, I'd be like, "This is fucking awesome."
Like again, like I said, like Spider-Man 2 is the best comic book movie like ever. But
with Tobey Maguire
and Doc Ock.
Yeah.
That one's just like is just the best written one, the best. Everything.
Well, I think that was the best. It wasn't the best Spider-Man movie. It was the best. It was the best movie out of all the Spider-Man movies. Like, not for being a Spider-Man movie, just for being a movie. It was like
it's the best for being.
It was like Lord of the Rings level production quality.
It's the most like comic book movie ever made. Like everything just kind of flows that right way and hits. Like there's a lot of scenes that are panels, and like just the layers that Doc Ock has is fucking awesome. Doc Ock was always like one of my favorites in the cartoon.
They even brought him back.
I know, and like I liked that. I remember I told my brother about it. He's like, Alfred Molina is like 70. I'm like, so what? I'm like, like a geriatric. Like, I'm like, he's like, how can they bring him back? I'm like, CGI. I'm like, they're not gonna do like what fucking what's the Sam Raimi did like in Spider-Man 2. Like those arms are real. They're practical.
Yeah. All of them was like a
like for certain shots they're CGI, but they're all practical and they have puppeteers. And like that's why they look so like good and like expressive and he is talking to each one of them and looking at them because he doesn't like someone's not like your mark's right here. Like it's the thing is right there in front of him.
No, that was impressive. That was before CG was impressive enough.
That's when CG was used right, when it was used to like you sprinkled it into things.
I mean, it was impossible to create that with CG with the things that we could still create that exact effect nowadays, but it wouldn't be the same. First of all, it wouldn't.
It's not tangible. I can tell when I'm not looking at something that's real. Unfortunately, I think over time people will lose that. People won't be able to realize the difference anymore, which is
I don't know. MCU movies do a really good job at it.
No, their CGI is quality, but I prefer practical effects.
Like everything since like the original first Iron Man movie with RDJ, that was all CGI shit.
Well, a lot of Captain America movies aren't that much CGI because they're in more practical settings. What the Marvel movie I saw that I hate the most, I think was the last Ant-Man movie, because that entire movie. Like 10 minutes after they're 10 minutes in, they're in the micro universe, whatever. That the entire movie takes place on a green screen. You see it, you can feel it. Like you can't because everything is so like fantastical and like weird. It's just like there's nothing there is real. They're not touching anything. I could tell like they're just standing there, and some of these shots are taken like much later than like it's.
You could feel the same thing in like Infinity Wars or something.
Yeah, and I can't help it. I just recognize that, and it takes me out of it. I don't like that. I'd rather I just prefer to see like it has to be real. It has to be tangible.
Like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, like that's seamless. It's touched up with that. Like just fucking get extras and just dress or whatever. Like movies don't do that anymore. Like there's like it's a really good movie. Waterloo. It's about Napoleon coming back from exile. And that movie I think has the most extras like ever in a movie because like they recreate battles.
What about Dunkirk?
I haven't seen Dunkirk. We talked about that. Yeah, I gotta watch Dunkirk.
What about 1918? It was called. I think
1917. I liked it a lot.
1917 was really good.
I liked it a lot. That I felt that like intensity and
Saving Private Ryan was sick too.
I've actually never seen Saving Private Ryan.
Really?
Yeah,
it's actually a decent film.
Not for any reason.
I'm sure your dad was like, "Yo, you got to watch this." And you're like, "Yeah, I'm sure I do."
That's more. Yeah, it's more so that I think actually it's the same situation. I think my dad thinks I've probably already watched Saving Private Ryan, so he hasn't really asked me to watch it. Because he just assumes I've watched it.
Just like Patriot.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm just saying it's one of those where like he's like I won't insult him by asking if he's seen fucking Saving Private Ryan.
It's like, little does he know I've never fucking watched it. It's a corny movie though. It is. It's kind of cheesy.
Yeah, I don't like. I like my war movies to be realistic. Just to see
Vin Diesel as a paratrooper, yeah, okay.
Vin Diesel's like 200 something pounds. Why would he be a paratrooper?
He was a paratrooper in Saving Private Ryan.
Was he Vinny from Brooklyn?
Yeah, something like that. Some Puerto Rican guy.
They had Italian Brooklyn. He was Puerto Rican Brooklyn.
Something.
Okay, we all got to get along.
Some kind of Catholic.
Best. No, the best kind. I was gonna say my favorite Vin Diesel role is definitely Boiler Room because he's just a shady closer. I love it. Yeah, he's just like the coolest fucking guy.
He's like, listen.
Yeah, he's like, listen, kid. He's like, shit's easy. Like, it's look how we're living. Like, he lives like the best like lifestyle.
You don't want to buy a Ferrari in red. Just get it in yellow. It's the best thing you can do. Trust me, kid. Anyway, with that, ready to wrap up this episode. It's been a good session, and we hope you all
hope
have
we
a
do
great-
better next time.
Yeah, that's a good thing to say. You have anything else to close off on?
Nope.
All right. Thank you. Love and light.